What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We got a new camera, as you can see. We got some lovely pictures. Shout out to Dwayne Wade over here. And we got a new guest on today's episode. Please give a warm welcome to Hussain.
Welcome, Hussain.
I'll put some sound effects.
The official Knicks insider.
He's a Knicks fan, so it's good to have some diversity on this cast today.
East Coast representation.
Glad to be here.
Too happy to be here.
All right.
Real thankful for this opportunity.
We're going to start off today's episode with rumor mills. And what that is basically I'm going through and reading some of the recent reports in the NBA over the last several days. We can give our thoughts on it. Some things that I found interesting, I went ahead and wrote down. So this is the first thing that I noticed. I don't know if any of you guys heard of this, but the NBA plans to hand out a trophy to the team with the best regular season record. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's like participation, or they're trying to make the league more participation based. They're trying to get players to play more. That's what I take from that.
Yeah, I agree, but it's an issue of people.
Do you guys think
not valuing the regular season?
Do you guys think it's gonna affect players' resumes and legacies? Like, oh, this guy, maybe he never won an MVP, but he has 16 regular season awards as the best team. Like, do you think that's gonna come into play at all?
Not at all. It's not gonna matter.
Maybe in like 20 years.
Yeah.
People start looking at careers. They say, okay, when you try to compare two people's like actual careers, they'll see like the longevity, and maybe it was just like, okay, this guy actually was at the top of his league for like 10 seasons straight.
So basically, Chris Paul award.
Chris Paul award or Devin Booker award?
Or Devin Booker. Why Devin Booker?
I was gonna say that.
Never
You know,
been-
beat me to the punch this time.
He's just a hater.
Yeah,
I am a hater. I am a hater, and I will continue hating.
All right.
Yeah, it's just basically, I think he's trying to get people to encourage to play more games, but I don't think it's.
I kind of don't like. I get it. They're giving out awards to recognize players more, and I like that. Bless you. But I do think, this whole Western Conference Finals MVP they have now, Eastern Conference, I think that's a little excessive. It kind of diminishes the value of the bigger award, as in Finals MVP, I think MVP. These things are kind of just diminishing getting those awards because it's like, oh, at least I have a trophy still or something.
It's like a high five in my eyes. It's like you did good, buddy. Here's a little plastic trophy to
I
you.
think the Eastern Conference and Western Conference ones are okay because it is a big accomplishment to get to that state, and you should be recognized for it, and the best players should be recognized for it too. But don't put it at the same level as Finals MVP when you put it at like the end of their careers,
Move your mic a little bit. Here's the next one I got for you guys. This comes from Jason Kidd. For 82 games, it's no way he can play at this level. The usage is just way too high. No one can. The things that we ask him to do on the offense and then ask him to defend on the other end, it's a lot. What do you guys think of that? Jason Kidd saying this about Luka Doncic, his own player.
About who? Tim Hardaway Jr.?
We saw today, by the way, they didn't have Luka today, and they lost to the Bulls 144 to like 114 or something.
I heard they had their biggest.
Knicks, the Maps.
No.
I heard the Bulls had the biggest first half scoring in their whole franchise.
70 points, I think.
82.
Oh, 82 in the first half?
I believe it was 82 in the first half. What I saw.
That's crazy.
Like the tweet I saw, but
that team is literally like a lottery. Worse than a lottery team without Luka.
Oh,
yeah,
so
so
that might be
teams.
that might be one of the worst supporting casts I've ever seen. I personally don't know why they even traded.
I agree.
I don't know why they even got rid of their players. They should have
kept everybody.
No,
Brunson didn't pay him.
Brunson wanted more money and he got it at New York.
Yeah, I suppose, but then they trade.
It made too much sense. They did,
Yeah,
but they tried it. They tried to get
necessary,
Luka a star. That's it didn't
That's
work.
the reason why they got to the conference finals.
They barely got anything for.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Porzingis could help him a lot in a lot of these.
He helped them. Spencer's helping them.
Spencer's helping.
If Luka is not doing what he's doing now, can they potentially win games?
No.
That means he's
They
forced to
can't.
play
They
82 games.
They have zero chance of winning a game without him. I
They're worse than the
It's not a
Rockets.
zero. Nothing's zero.
They're worse than the Rockets without Luka.
They're literally worse.
No, I don't
without
think they're
Luka.
worse than the Rockets.
They're worse than the Rockets.
They're worse than the
Jalen
Rockets.
Green and KPJ will beat that team no difference.
Spencer
Yeah.
Dinwiddie.
And Sengun.
Yeah, but they're pretty young. Jalen Green.
I'd rather have Jalen Green.
So if you're competing
KPJ is
for
the best player on
finals,
the
like
team.
you're Game 7 of a finals, and you wanted a
He's the best
experience,
overall
would you
player.
take Spencer Dinwiddie or Jalen Green?
Spencer Dinwiddie done his entire career.
He dropped 32 to put the Suns away.
What are you talking
And send
about?
them to the
Dinwiddie
finals.
versus who?
So I'm saying if you want we're talking about experience versus like a non-experienced player. Would you rather have Jalen Green or Spencer Dinwiddie in Game 7 of an NBA Finals?
I'm like right now.
Okay,
I
but
would say
right
Game
now.
7 of NBA.
Hey, if we
Finals.
have a Game 7 of NBA
Yeah.
Finals and those are my options, we're losing the game. There's no chance we're gonna win.
No, but who'd you
I
rather have?
don't believe in either of them. Like,
Yeah, like I don't want that to be
I'd rather, have
my
a veteran,
choices.
I'd rather have a veteran than like a really talented, raw, young rookie.
It depends who's
Secondary.
around him. If I have veteran players around him, Jalen Green's 100% more talented. But if it's like Dinwiddie and a bunch of bums, probably Dinwiddie. But if we're talking about Jalen Green and good pieces, I'm taking Jalen Green just because he's more
I have another
talented.
question for the Mavs, though. Do you think they'll make the playoffs this year?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
yes.
yes.
Luka
We're not
plays,
arguing
no
that.
playoffs. Luka does not play, no playoffs.
No, let's see the teams. There's a bunch of good teams this year.
Hold on. Off that last report, I want to add another one that's part of this. NBA Insider believes the Mavericks have a 2-year window to convince Luka Doncic that Dallas can contend.
He's already on a max, like 4 years. He has 4 years left.
I do, yeah. I don't understand.
Even if he demanded a trade, like it's not like people wouldn't trade for his contract.
All right,
They'll take it.
You know what I mean? Like he's
Luka
still good.
Doncic.
Like
I'm
He's
gonna name
not
some-
getting traded.
I'm gonna
There's
name
just
I
no
understand.
way.
I understand,
Someone
but
trying to
I'm
go
just
the
saying,
third
like,
route, or just-
He's going to
Yeah,
be
I
there
think
for
so,
his whole
yeah.
career.
They just wanted
know
to
how
win
keep
so
stars.
bad, though.
They'd do anything for him at
I'm
this
gonna
point.
say
And
I'm
it's
gonna say
year
a team,
4.
and you're gonna tell me. You guys are gonna tell me if this team's better than the Mavericks or worse than the Mavericks. Yeah, right. Or for the rest of the season.
We're gonna have to so make playoffs or not make playoffs? Is
Yeah,
the question.
yes,
So
yes.
make playoffs. Okay.
Okay. Pelicans,
Yes.
Yeah.
Grizzlies,
Yeah.
Nuggets,
Yes.
Yeah.
Suns,
Yes.
Yeah.
Kings.
If-
Yes, yes.
I would say yes,
I would-
but
I would
it's
say
it's
guaranteed.
They're
questionable.
lighting it up though. That's
I think-
crazy. I
At
like
the end
it.
of the year,
do you
other
think,
teams
Omari?
can be better.
Do you think they're gonna be better than the
That's
Mavs?
still iffy.
Iffy?
It depends.
I say yes for
They
sure.
haven't made. They have the longest playoff drought. of any
Yeah,
team.
but they have a way better team than the Mavericks.
I'm just
do.
saying, it's like you can't just say for now.
Their
We're not
NBA
taking for
Finals
sure,
is
but
making
They
it
have
into
zero
the
Luka
playoffs.
Doncic's.
I'm not kidding. Like they're
gonna
gonna
start-
make the playoffs most likely and get eliminated in the first
We're gonna have
round.
a Patrick Beverly 2.0 after the Timberwolves win. When he's suspended on things.
Yeah, that last game of the
Teams
season is
like
just
the
gonna go
teams like
crazy.
the Wolves and Lakers can get better easily.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
Trailblazers.
Yeah, they're better.
yeah.
They're better.
Okay, that's already 6 teams.
Clippers
So
are better. Warriors are
better, yeah.
better.
Warriors are better. That's 8 teams already.
No, we're not even gonna look at the Jazz.
Jazz,
No.
I don't
No.
think so. No,
Timberwolves,
they could be
Possibly.
potentially.
I don't think so.
Lakers,
Yeah, hell yeah, 100%.
Not now, but they could be.
Hell yeah.
Spurs, Rockets,
No, no.
Thunder. Yeah,
I
So,
say no to Trailblazers.
a playing team. Mavericks are a playing team.
Well, that's not necessarily
Playing's
mean
gonna
they're
go-
playing.
They're gonna beat the playing team
I
whenever they
think
play.
no, like
They
They're
could
around-
look how close the standings are. It doesn't mean they can't sneak into that 5th or 6th seed. I'm just saying they're in that
the
realm.
other
I
teams
think
though.
Luka can sneak in there because even if the other teams are better, the Mavericks might still have
Yeah.
a better record.
I think Luka can
I don't think
guarantee
so.
a playoff spot, not a play.
I don't
Luka
think
can
that,
give
that
them
the
play-
team's the
playoff.
same as they were last year defensively. Maybe they're second season team, second half of the season.
Second half after
Yeah.
post All-Star break.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
I think they need pieces still.
yeah, you
They
think
do
they'll
need
make
to-
trade?
I don't know if they. I don't know who they'll trade. Like who wants? Like no one wants Christian Wood. Like,
People will take Christian Wood.
Oh, I want
what,
another
what,
piece.
what kind of team do you think is like ideal for Christian Wood?
I think he's good in the role he has now. I don't think
Trailblazers would be
He's
good
a
for
bench
him.
Six,
player,
night, six
yeah.
night off the bench, like 24,
Yeah,
26.
they need
player.
another guy that can take pressure off Luka. That basically what Jalen Brunson did last year. I think losing him was an underrated loss that we don't talk about. But now it's a lot of Luka, and they don't have anyone else that they can go to.
I don't think it's a anybody else thing. I think it's a trust situation too, because he had Brunson on his team and KP, and like he didn't trust them with the ball to get.
I think he did.
Shots.
KP, you might be right, but I did think he trusted Brunson when I watched those playoff games. He let Brunson do his thing. Like that's when he took off. That's the
Yeah.
reason,
That's the reason
he
Brunson
got
got
paid.
paid.
You know.
But I see, yeah, for playoffs, but during the regular season, he didn't really allow him to do his thing. He
I
has to
think
gain that trust, like over the years. And how long has Brunson been on that team with Luka to get that level of trust?
That's why I think he needs a guy like Levine or Beal, like off the ball,
I think
that they
Beal's
don't
good.
necessarily need the ball to. Like they can shoot well enough that they don't need the ball, but when Luka's getting double teamed or they need some other perimeter shot creation, that they can give it to them. Because I don't think Dinwiddie, like he's cool off the bench, but he's not like a caliber player that you want for a playoff
They need
run
like,
to
you
do
need like
that.
a certified
You
bucket
can't be
getter.
a number one.
do you need like a 20
We never said he's gonna be
Yeah, he would be a number two in the
Yeah,
situation.
no, so I'm
He can
saying,
be
like,
a
I'm
number
saying
two.
right now,
I think it
like,
just
he
needs
can't be
somebody
number
where
one,
it's
so
like-
he should go search for a situation.
I think
It's
if
impossible to
Luka
trade
was
for him
out,
at
like
this point.
if Luka was out, they don't have anyone else on the team where it's like you know he'll get a bucket if he takes the ball.
That's sure.
You don't.
But you don't know that.
You don't
Yeah,
know. Who
he's-
get, like if you need these 2 points,
He'll give you
there's
20.
no one to go to.
It's because I think it's the way
You
their team
can.
is structured. It's just all ran through Luka. Like they don't even like. If you watch the games, it's just pick and roll,
Dribble,
drive,
dribble,
dribble, drive, step back, or dribble, drive, pass
Yeah.
out. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna play like that every game, and there's nothing like if Luka goes down or if Luka doesn't have the ball, they're just like headless chickens. They don't know what's going. Like all the offense is run through Luka with a drive and a pass.
It's not sustainable.
But realistically, like who else would you run it through?
That's what I'm saying. Like right now, that's what I'm saying now. I think they need to get like someone who's like a 18 to 22 point per game playmaker who can like help Luka like
scorer. Maybe I think just person who can put on the floor and score.
You need someone that can handle the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
sure.
Like a 20 point per game playmaker who can know how to like.
He doesn't necessarily need to be a playmaker. He just needs to be a shot creator.
Yeah, shot
Brunson
creator.
didn't even average 20. Average like 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, yeah. So that means you think it's sustainable for 82 games because he has to do it.
He'll
for
make it in the
82
playoffs.
games.
He did it. He made the playoffs last year. I mean, I know they're a little bit worse.
With a different
but
team.
He's still ridiculously consistent. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're ridiculously losing too.
but that's not his
Have you
fault.
seen a lot of game winners? It's like a bad
it's
game
game
winner
winners.
attempt. Like,
It's not a thing
games.
about like he's just taking up like. It's not like he's like selfish and taking up everything.
It's just a lot of
It's like they
usage.
have
also,
to
he
do
was
it.
gonna beat the Bucks until his team missed 6 free throws. Like that's ridiculous. Like they were gonna beat the Bucks comfortably, and they just.
Some
Part of the
make,
game.
Like, the
No, I
case
know,
that,
I know. I'm just saying, like,
team
and there's been like
ball.
6 instances where Luka had like a game winner attempt that he's done a step back 3 and he missed. Like these are like 6 games that just completely just went off there. Like
He's trying to be hard.
4-6. Last 10 games are 4-6, and they're pretty good at home. 10-4. Terrible on the road.
Last game was against Bucks. I know. Then
Bucks, and
Bulls.
today they played the Bulls.
Their offense is just too Luka centric. I think that's the main point here. They just need a guy that can, like Hussain said, just take pressure to make shots. It can't be all Luka. Like even in the regular season, we see it that it's an issue. But imagine in the playoffs when teams have a whole 7-game series to like clamp up Luka. Now it's just even harder. So they definitely need another guy. Christian Wood is not good enough
like
for that
Brunson helped
role.
before, but now there's no Brunson. Now you got no Brunson to.
So currently structured, do you think if they do make the playoffs, they'll be first rounded?
Depends on the
Depends on who
matchup,
they're
but
playing
probably.
against.
Even like the teams that we named before, like
Like they would
first
beat the
6.
Kings probably.
They would beat the
I
Kings.
don't know.
I think
I'll
they
take
would.
the Kings.
No, usually you're gonna go with the team that has the best player on the. How it works.
And
I'll take
Yeah, when it comes to playoff
De'Aaron Fox
situations.
and Sabonis. I think I'd take that.
But they don't have playoff experience. So that means
But they have
They're
playoff
just happy to be
experience
there.
around them.
Yeah.
Happy to be
Sabonis
there.
does.
Picture this: Mavs Blazers. Who's winning in a 7 game?
Blazers.
You think so?
Probably, but I would think
I
it
mean,
would
you've
be
seen
close.
Luka do it. You've seen Luka go crazy against the Clippers and the freaking.
It would be
I've
close.
seen, I've
It
seen
would be
Lillard
close.
go crazy too, though, like in playoffs.
But Luka's numbers are better in the playoffs.
Lillard's went crazy and lost too, though.
Yeah. But Luka's comparable to Jordan in the playoffs.
But then
Like,
it's
really,
the-
like,
it's the others
second best.
then.
but they don't have the CJ with them
Yeah.
anymore.
It's Anthony.
Yeah, but still.
He's
Yeah.
the CJ McCollum.
Anthony
Yeah.
is really good right now. I'll give you that. But we'll see. He has no playoff experience. We'll see how he
We'll
does
see.
in the
We do.
pressure.
He
I
can beat
think
the
he
Suns
got it
again,
like
though,
that,
I'm
though.
not
I
gonna
think he
lie.
got it like that.
So you think he
Yeah.
beat the Suns, but not the Blazers in the 7 game series?
Well, he just doesn't like the Suns, bro.
Nobody likes the Suns.
He has a vendetta.
Suns are corny
Yeah.
team, corny.
Nah, I don't think. Honestly, I don't think Luka like embarrass sounds like that.
I think he would.
Gonna make a trade.
That game 7 was crazy, bro. I
I think
still
the
see
Pelicans
images.
will embarrass the Suns this year if they play.
They already
Yeah,
embarrassed
same
them
here.
last night.
Exactly.
You
I
know?
have a
Remember
question.
Zion?
Why don't teams respect the Suns?
Because like they're
They don't like the players on the
Goofballs.
team.
They're crying. They're people complain, but they do stuff that gets them complain. And
Yeah,
then when
but
they
a lot
happen
of
to
think
them,
they're
they
soft.
complain. Like
they're corny and so like they
Corny
did
and
that
soft, they're not.
post of that getting the extra work after the game. Like DeAndre Ayton's in a
Oh,
towel,
nah, bro,
butt ass
they
naked
said-
under there,
they
just
were saying
lifting
they were like-
weights.
But
What are you
I've
doing?
seen other teams
Other
do that.
teams,
Go
that's what I'm
home.
saying. Yeah, you can't say that. Other teams do that
Yeah,
all the time.
there's
dude,
like a specific
Like,
reason.
other
they don't.
teams all do that all the time.
Chris Paul, 100% Chris Paul.
That's
Paul
part of
only
it.
acts,
He's
right?
a magnet for all the negativity on
Yeah.
the team. So
Any team Chris Paul goes to, like teams kind of act differently.
People's
and
going to
then-
hate on him.
I mean,
Didn't
he
like-
Paul makes the
When
team
you got
better.
2 Kardashian curses on one team, it's just how it is.
Then double.
Yeah.
Didn't they say they resemble Kobe and Shaq, Booker and Ayton? Didn't they say
They
this
did say
like
that,
publicly?
yeah.
And they meant Booker and Ayton said they're like
did
the
say
new
that.
Kobe Shaq.
I mean, Tatum
publicly.
did some cornier stuff than saying
Oh
that.
my God,
but,
nigga,
no,
you used to
Tatum
post
do?
himself.
Like, what
Nigga
did
used to
Tatum
post
do?
himself
How did
beside
Tatum-
Kobe.
Posting
and
doesn't
shit.
matter.
He texted Kobe. Like, you can't
Yeah,
Oh,
nigga.
okay.
Oh,
That
oh
was
God,
corny.
yeah,
He should have
yeah,
posted that.
oh,
He
shit.
should have
Yeah,
done that
yeah.
and then
That's
not
something
posted
for
it.
yourself.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
what I'm
post that.
saying.
That's
Yeah.
corny.
like-
I guess
Ask
that's
him
corny.
what else
That
is-
was corny,
That's
but
what I'm
I
saying.
feel like the
All
Suns
these things,
consistently
people
corny.
People, everybody do these things, but when the Suns do them, it's like
Well, they do them
shit on
OD.
them, you know what I
I
mean?
Yeah,
Tatum's
I think they
accidentally
do it
corny. He didn't mean to be corny.
over the hedge
Good
corny.
intention.
Over the
It was
top.
good intentions, and then he outed it. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Because how many teams, like Zion's not going to do that on like any other team in the NBA? Like dunk the
What are you
ball with
talking
the second left?
Yeah, he is.
He
Who?
wouldn't. I don't think he would. Like
Dunk the ball. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
he
Yeah,
wouldn't
he's
deal
a
with
hater.
the
I love
second
it. I
one.
love it. He's a
Talked about
hater.
it after the game.
Yeah, I understand that they beat them, but like just people just there's always bad.
I swear I
animosity
was
with them.
watching that game and I was reading their lips after Zion dunked, and Zion was like, "I don't give a fuck about that shit." I was like, "Dude, they actually hate the Suns." I respect
Yeah,
it.
I think it's the
Serious.
trash
I
talking.
wanna see that series,
My
bro.
point, I think, is like they talk trash really, really bad. Like Even when they played the Warriors and Clay was like pointing out four rings, like I think they said something to get him. Yeah, like they got his own first. That was the first ejection he's ever gotten in his career. They have to been talking crazy to him. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Who are you to call somebody washed when you don't even like win at that rate as Clay has? You know,
that's exactly.
You got to respect them.
To LeBron. They 100%.
I think they're corny too. The Grizzlies are a corny team also. You see them all grittying and stuff like that.
Let him gritty, bro. If you get gritty, why you gonna let
Bro, do you
John
see the
gritty?
video of his daughter grittying and they're all going around? I'm like, hey, like, bro, I don't need to see that. Just play some basketball games,
You
bro.
sound like a hater.
Yeah.
How am I hating?
Get a bucket, nigga.
Just play some games.
Get a bucket, nigga. Stop
You can do
gritty.
your like celebrations mid game, but like
But there's a thing,
they
though.
deliberately get the social media team to start recording them and posting.
They're
on
all
social
young
media.
though. You can't be doing that shit
They
when
all
you
have
got
social
Chris
media
Paul on your
managers.
team. Like if that's your veteran leader and you out there gritting,
Bro,
like
I
you
know
look stupid.
teams would be hella mad if the Suns started grittying
I mean,
like.
what do you want to do? They hit game winners, just all stone face, go to locker
No,
room.
start jumping, start jumping and stuff like that.
Hey, the
I'll look like Derrick Rose. That's
Yeah, but I just say it's like it's
Yeah.
deliberate. Like they do things deliberately to try to get things to trend. Is my thing.
I don't
The
think
so,
so.
social
I
media
don't think
team.
so.
I think they're just impressionable teams.
Nah, they are a bunch of young. Yeah, Grizzlies are a bunch of young niggas. Like
I have a question I want to ask you guys more on the Suns Pelicans topic real quick. Do you think if Zion did play last year, obviously didn't, do they beat the Suns in the first round?
I don't know.
Because they go to game
I have to know what his
6, I
legs are
believe,
looking like.
And that team was looking like different people under Willie Green. That team
But
was
some-
looking
I don't
really
know.
good.
sometimes there is a real underdog factor. Some people like they'll have game, you know, like they'll have games in series
Yeah.
where they play up to like, oh, like we gotta go extra fucking hard, you know, like
Yeah,
and like Jose Alvarado, like when's the last time someone spoke about him since then?
Oh, he dropped
dropped
30
30
points.
dropped
like
20.
38
I know, but I'm,
points,
you know, okay, yeah, I
So-
understand. But just in general, like he's
Shooter.
not going crazy. You know what I mean? He's had a good game, but he's not going crazy this year, like how he was in playoffs.
He's
You know,
actually playing
like
very well
good,
this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really
he's
good.
playing. No, he could be playing well, but niggas
And
thought
I-
he was like fucking prime. I'm not gonna say prime Patrick Beverly, but you know what I mean? Like that pest. They thought that he was like, oh my god, look at this guy. You know what I mean? Like he was super hyped in the playoffs.
But I think he's
Like-
still that guy, you know.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
a
when
good
the
role player.
playoffs,
The energy is
He's
good.
a good role
I
player.
think when the
Guy, too.
playoffs come around, we'll see that same version of him. He's gonna
But it
get
was-
more amped and shit
yeah,
like
maybe-
that.
That corny
maybe
stuff
that's
where
his
he's
team.
hiding in the corner for steals.
Yeah,
But
for
that's
real.
not corny. It's a good tactic. It works.
I think that's
Yeah,
funny.
it
I don't
works.
think that's corny. I
Yeah,
actually
but I'm
think that's
just saying,
funny.
like,
as
I
hell.
felt
Good
like I felt like those Pelicans,
I mean,
knowing
it
they had
worked.
people out, knowing they were like AC or whatever, like they were playing up
Trying
to
extra
like
hard,
yeah,
yeah.
like they were playing up to
They don't
the,
like
the
them.
shit.
I think
Nobody
also the
likes the
Suns.
Suns.
I wanna see that
The
series.
Suns probably thought too. Oh, we got this in the bag.
Yeah,
like they just barely made the
I think it's
playoffs.
a CP effect, bro. Like anytime he goes on a team, the team like acts differently and try to trash talk
I mean,
everybody.
the team
like,
plays better.
that's true, but they talk trash like they weren't as good as without him.
The
you know?
Suns didn't even sniff the finals without Chris Paul coming on.
Yeah, but I mean, other players got better also.
Do you think that when people play the Suns, they just get like some amp, like rage boost or something? They just want to go and like kill them.
No, the
like, every
Suns
time?
Why, they don't
start
like
beef
them?
with every
No,
team
every
for
team,
no
like
reason.
every team, like a random team goes and plays Suns, like, oh my god, we gotta beat the Suns. Like,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
just wanna,
I don't want
like,
to say every team, but
yeah,
look,
not every team, but
think
That's
about
the
it.
Lakers.
A lot of these Western Conference teams, a lot of these Western Conference teams got beef with the Suns. The Lakers, even the Clippers got beef with the Suns.
Pelicans.
There's like some
Pelicans.
pop beef going on in the background with all the Suns and Western Conference.
Because when they're winning, they like to rub it in people's faces.
Bro,
Remember
Patrick
what
Beverley
Luka
got-
said? Remember Luka said it's funny when everyone's
you're
up.
up.
Yeah. See,
And
yeah,
then
when
he
they're
talks
up, they just be talking trash.
Yeah.
Like they
Nobody
think they're
likes
them.
a front runner like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Luka talks trash
That's
when
what
he's
it
down to like Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, Patrick Beverley has beef with the whole team, like the whole organization, bro, pushing them on their back.
I think
He
Pat
just-
Bev
yeah,
has
that's
beef
just a
with
Pat
everybody.
Bev, yeah.
That's not true though. He respects players.
I want to see the Kings make the playoffs, but I don't.
The Kings?
Yeah.
I think they have a
I feel
great
like-
They have
chance.
a
of
good chance
making it.
this year. They're
I
really
feel like
good.
it would be
Great
like
chance.
like with the map, not with the Grizzlies, how like the first time they came into the playoffs, like I feel like it's gonna be like that.
No, I think Grizzlies were second seed and they're winning like hella games.
The first
Is it
time they
Joggers
came
leagues?
in?
Joggers
Oh, you're
leagues?
talking about the first?
Like the first season, like when Jaw
Zach
was
Randolph?
like, new to the
Different because the whole team was
Ja,
young and they're
okay.
the 8th seed. They
That's
beat
what
the
I'm saying.
Warriors and they're 18
Kings
got
are
beat
a
by
pretty young
Utah.
team too. They're like
No, they're not.
They're like even
They're not a
I
young
mean, how old
team.
is like Kevin Hurt? How is their starting lineup? Like
You said the Kings are a young team?
I said, they're youngish.
They are youngish. They have Keegan Murray,
Malik,
Davion Mitchell.
Yeah,
De'Aaron is
Malik,
young
how
still.
old
No,
is-
but he's
how
been in the
old is
league
Kevin
for
Hurt?
years. You can't
5
call him
years.
you can't
De'Aaron's
call him
5,
young.
6 years.
They have some vets,
Yeah,
but
but De'Aaron
overall
Fox
they're a
is
young
prime, though.
team.
Yeah,
He's
like-
right. Overall they're a young
They're
team.
not gonna be.
So,
They don't have
they
like
have
a
a
bunch
good
of old
amount of
guys as their
vets.
best players.
One vet.
So bonus isn't even that
He's
old.
like 27.
Yeah, it's
26.
25. He might be even
25.
Okay,
24.
we're talking about if they played in the league for like 5+ years, but and they're young. Like Devin Booker's like
I'm
26,
not
and
talking
he's
like
like
five
I'm
plus
not
young.
super fresh. Like I'm just saying.
Look,
like,
a majority of these players are
young.
under 30. They have 2 players over the age of 30.
yeah, okay, but they have players that are 27, 29,
But they're
26,
rotational
25.
players. Who's actually
A
playing?
lot of these guys, bro.
Okay, Keegan's 22. Obviously, he's a
Young
rookie.
dude.
Fox is 24.
Young dude.
No, but he has experience though.
Bro, but he's still under 25.
And
Like,
He has
He's
no
young.
playoff experience, but he has NBA experience.
Okay.
That's a-
Okay.
that's a
So
different-
They're not
Kevin
vets.
Kevin Huerter. Kevin
Young-
Huerter.
Herter.
Huerter. He's 24. Davion Mitchell's 24.
Young.
Monk's 24.
Young.
Yeah.
How old's the
Terrence Davis 25.
26.
Metu 25. No idea. That guy's getting
bonus
playing time.
26. Lyles 27.
Like,
Holmes 29.
29. So you think they're Barnes is 30?
They have 6 like 25 under
Barnes is
players. They're
30.
young.
Crazy how
Yeah. So do you
Harrison
think
Barnes
that
is your veteran.
them being that young is gonna interfere
About
with
that
them?
time.
Interfere with them winning games?
Yeah.
Winning games
I
or
mean-
getting into playoffs or
Yeah, seeding.
I mean,
Yes.
like there's a
Okay,
reason.
yeah, that's good.
There's a reason they haven't made the playoffs in this long.
Well, the team was bad before
I got a
this
call
season.
from Isaac. He said he's gonna come.
I
don't know why I
think
did
they have
that.
a legitimate shot this year. This year they're looking strong. They're winning. De'Aaron Fox is balling
I
out.
think top
Sabonis is
6.
balling out.
I don't
Top
think they'd
6
be this good.
legitimacy.
Top
Legitimacy.
6. I
Top
don't know.
6. They
Oh
could
my
be.
God.
I can for sure see them top 10. Like this year, it's been like 25 games. I can see
Not
them
top 10.
I'll say like 7 or 8 seed.
Top 10 is
I think they're-
kind of
they're-
crazy
I think
because
they're
it's playing.
better.
Okay, something could happen and they get to like 9th or like 8th, but like I'm just saying like I'm
Okay, you can say that.
I think they're
Lakers
better
can go
than
up. Clipper, like dude, there's like a lot of
I don't
teams.
think the Lakers have a chance of sniffing the.
Oh my God.
I
Okay.
don't know if
Okay.
AD and LeBron go like back to back like crazy. I think they can win a lot of games, especially
I
if
don't
their
think so.
I don't know if their schedule will come.
AD's been balling out of his mind. Like he's gonna have to keep this up, and if he keeps this up, he's gonna get hurt. It's
Oh,
just-
why does it always lead to AD gonna get hurt?
Whoa,
You
we
can't
know,
just
we
say
know.
that. You can't
say
Putting
that.
that
He
in.
keeps
I
us
know.
up, AD's gonna get hurt.
Knocking
What?
on wood's not gonna do anything, bro. We
Yeah.
know street
Yeah.
clothes is street clothes. Like,
But Kawhi and
No, we
Paul
can't
George
call
are
him street
clothes,
clothes
they're
and
gonna-
not call Kawhi street clothes, not
But
call
then more games than
Why
street
is street
clothes.
clothes though?
So then why is the narrative only on KD?
For wheelchair.
Yeah,
Because
for
Kawhi's a
wheelchair.
winner.
Because Kawhi's a winner. We
Is
act
Anthony
Gabe's
Davis
in
not a winner?
championship.
No, he won in the bubble.
Oh my
Oh my God.
time this
All right, let's
argument
see.
You
gets
you
broken.
damn well know that the
Loser.
only reason Kawhi won that second chip was because half the Warriors was dead.
Okay, but that's the NBA though.
That's
Everyone,
it.
well,
Like,
Astros
that's the NBA.
championship.
That's
the
Astros
NBA.
championship.
Yeah, that was the NBA that-
injuries are
2020.
injuries are the sports. It's a part of sports.
So then the Kings
The bubble's a part of sports.
I'm telling you.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
It was the
One
most
year
pure
phenomenon.
basketball
He doesn't even
experience.
get a freaking
According to
parade.
Jamal
He doesn't
Murray.
get a- He doesn't even get a parade. They forgot about you in a few months, bro.
We won a
it was
championship
the
without a
pandemic.
parade. That's how nice
It
we
was a
are.
pandemic.
You know,
Nobody
there was a
forgot.
pandemic
Okay,
going
let
on.
me talk about AD's
The
stats.
worldwide pandemic.
All
That's
right,
why they were in the bubble.
Against the Sixers,
28
31,
franchises would
31,
love to have
12,
that bubble
2
ring.
steals,
Yeah,
2
exactly.
blocks. Wizards, 55, 17, 3 blocks. Bucks, 44, 10,
Tell me the
4
efficiency,
assists,
too.
3
Tell me the
blocks.
Keep going. I'm almost there.
29, 36, or those are minutes. 25, 25, and 37. So if he keeps this up for that long, you think he's going to
MVP.
stay healthy?
Bro,
He might.
He might. You wouldn't just say.
You never know.
I can't
You
say
never
it.
know.
Embiid-
This is
Embiid-
pretty big. You
What do
said
we
He was
consider
hurt
healthy?
every fucking year until he came back last year and had a
MVP.
level
MVP.
season.
yeah,
MVP.
yeah, maybe.
He'll
So
sit a lot
we'll
of games,
see.
I think that. But
He has to keep this up to. For
He
you guys
doesn't have
get
to
wins,
play
though.
every game, bro. If he plays 65 games, I'm cool with that.
So
Like,
far,
if
so
he
good.
does
I
his
mean,
65
so-
games, good.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I low-key just think the Lakers just like poorly construct their roster.
Yeah.
Especially for like around LeBron James.
That's why I think they won't win games.
It's pieces like 4 through 16 that are
Like, it's
terrible.
literally been the easiest like thing you have to do to make LeBron win is get shooters around him. Why they wanted the bubble.
Yeah. So do you think that the Lakers are gonna make it then the playoffs?
I think
Or
they
no?
have a
Or
good
sorry,
chance
do you think
to.
they're gonna make a trade during the trade deadline?
I mean, who'd want who's
Actually, let's go to the next rumor, Mills,
Okay.
which was the Chicago Bulls the Lakers eyeing the Chicago Bulls as a potential trade destination.
I don't think
Trade
that
suit.
helps them.
Dima.
It just said Chicago Bulls.
No player
For the
that they trade for.
first round picks.
I think Levine's the only player that will help them.
I'm
picks
assuming
that they want?
it may be like Vucevic and DeRozan or
Vucevic,
Levine.
yeah, for
One of
shooting.
those two.
Give me the Rosen.
DeRozan doesn't shoot threes.
I'll take
though.
Levine.
It's another.
Give me
long-
Levine and Caruso back.
Oh my! I'll
Who-
happily.
who would the Lakers be
I
giving up?
love Caruso back.
It would probably be the Westbrook and the two
Two
picks.
picks.
Yeah.
Throw
Think
throw
so?
injured
It
Lonzo
would
in there
have to
too.
be.
Those
Yeah.
Lakers picks are very valuable.
Throw Lakers.
Yeah.
Throw Lonzo back in there too. I'll take him back too.
And Westbrook's
Right.
contract
They
as
can't
much as he's making, it's valuable because it comes off the books next year and it's $46 million of
So
free
it's a good
cap
contract.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the
That's
Bulls are
fine.
trying to still win now, and like having Westbrook at point guard is.
We'll see. I think if it gets
feel like-
closer to the trade deadline and they're still bad, I think they might
blow it.
Cut it, yeah.
I'll
Cut
be
it.
surprised if Lonzo even
What's it
comes
right
back
now?
this season. They
He's
said
not.
he's barely
Lonzo's not
walk.
coming
I don't
back.
think he
He
will.
can't even walk right.
No immediate like timetable at all. Like no.
They said his knee's not healing right.
Yeah, who knows?
The Ball brothers are both down right now.
So,
Let's go on to another
go
Eastern
to
Conference
Jello.
team since you're pulling them up. Charles Barkley calls for the Miami Heat to blow up the roster. They need to start over.
I don't know about Miami, bro. To be honest.
I believe he's correct. You gotta get
Really?
rid of, yeah, because do you think Jimmy Butler can take this team to the finals once again, or to the 4 in the playoffs once again?
I think
it's possible.
Depending on the
He
team,
How
did
old
it
is
last
this man?
year.
depending
Once
on the
again,
supporting
once again.
cast, yeah.
he was one shot
Keep
away.
on doing it. is my
One
question.
shot away that he took and missed
Yeah.
from being in the finals last year.
Well, I don't think they can compete for like a deep playoff run because the same team as last year, but older. So people like Jimmy Butler, Lowry's like 36. Like that's a terrible figure. And but I think Bam is doing really
Yeah,
well.
take
but
them shits off.
He doesn't.
Not aggressive.
He doesn't shoot. Yeah, he doesn't shoot the ball as much as
Hasn't
he
he-
should.
Hasn't he been playing a little bit better recently? In late, like he's
He
been
does
dropping
that-
30
he always
bombs.
does
He
in the
just came
regular
back.
season.
Yeah, he just came back.
Yeah, I think Bam's solid. I don't know. I think
Yeah, Jimmy's 30, so Jimmy's 33 years old.
Fortnite guy.
And then other teams in the Eastern Conference are getting better too. We can run through them and see what teams are better than the Heat right now.
The thing about the Heat, I think, is
They have
they're
no-
very close to being what I think is like a finals level team, championship level team, but they have a lot of bad contracts. They gave out the Duncan
He
Robinson,
doesn't know how to shoot the
Oh,
ball.
man.
the
Dude,
Kyle
they don't know
Lowry
how to shoot,
contract is.
and he's just useless. To be
I mean,
honest.
he's been better.
Not
He's been
useless.
better this year, but it's
What
not
are you
worth
doing
what
to
he's
him?
He's old,
making.
bro. He's
It's not
getting
worth
old,
what
yeah.
he's
he's
making.
old and like
All
what are you
right,
doing?
so
Lowry
you
doesn't
think
even
the Heat will beat the
Bubble butt
Celtics?
booty.
No,
More?
No.
the Celtics are too
What'd
common
you
right
say?
now.
You think the Heat will beat the Celtics?
Hell no.
Doing all this without.
You think they'll beat the Bucks?
Yeah.
No.
And when Williams
Nah.
comes back, GG well played.
You think they'll beat the Bucks?
None of those teams.
The Miami
Yeah.
can beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
No, what do you? No,
All right, the Cavaliers.
Nah,
Maybe.
the Heat are placed where they
Possibly.
should be.
That's a maybe.
The Nets.
Maybe.
Actually, I'm gonna
No.
say no. I'm gonna say that they can't beat
Oh,
the Cavs.
okay.
They don't have anyone to
Guard the big
to guard the
players,
two
right?
bigs. Yeah, it's just Bam by himself.
Who's their starting power forward right
Caleb
Mobley.
Martin.
Oh, you're
Caleb
talking
You were
about
Martin.
talking about him like earlier in the
Yeah.
pods. You said Caleb Martin was, or is that someone else?
No, I was talking about Caleb Martin. He's playing well this year because he's their starting power forward.
Yeah.
I think Yet Seven still hurt.
You're something.
Healthy
Aaron
Brooklyn
Seven.
Like Gabe
Nets.
Vincent. Yeah, I think that's like.
They had a
solid.
big win today.
They'll beat the Net, or the Nets will beat them.
Yeah, I think they're doing good this year so far.
All
All right, the 76ers. I think they'll beat the Heat too. Or they lost to them last year.
I
but-
think
If
I
they
got
got
better
Injured.
players.
Embiid was had a concussion. He came back like in the
That's a
fourth game.
50-50
If
for
it's in
me.
the second
Think
round,
so?
they lose. If the Sixers are there
If
playing in the
Maxey-
second round, they're losing.
They're not passing the second
I
round.
think if
It's a
Maxi
curse.
and Embiid
It's
and Harden
crazy.
healthy,
Never
then
got
he-
past the second round.
Yeah, but they got PJ. They took PJ Tucker from him. I think he was a big part.
Yeah,
of
and now he's on
He
their
was.
team.
He
Yeah.
was. They could have
D-Man,
really used
Anthony
him.
Melton's there too.
I say the Sixers do beat him, but that's just me.
I say it's 50-50. It's close.
All right, well,
If they're
we're
all
not gonna
healthy.
talk about the Pacers, bro.
I think it's worth the discussion.
No Pacers.
Halliburton.
They're playing a lot better, like even against some of the good teams in the West.
I don't
they're
think
still
they'll make
In a
playoffs.
playoff series, though, I don't think.
And no, I mean they're too young, but
Yeah.
I still think like Emhard is still a really good player, and Halliburton. I don't think he's gonna carry anybody.
Turner too. I think they'll trade Turner also, but
I don't think Turner's getting traded.
I don't
actually.
think
As
so
soon as they
either.
Traded Sabonis away. I think
Done his
they'll
last
change.
year, isn't he? Before an
Yeah,
extension.
he needs an
or-
extension this year.
Hawks. That's a good one.
I know they
got
beat them.
down
They-
last year.
Last year was a 4-1
Hawks
Yeah.
stink, bro.
destruction.
Hawks
They
They
had-
clamped Trae Young.
But
PJ
Trae was getting
Tucker's
that was a
Yeah.
series where Trae was getting like literally boxed. That was
They have a
crazy.
great coach.
I don't see Trae getting boxed again.
I
don't
do.
know.
Maybe
You
By
think
the
so?
Heat,
No,
the Heat can do it.
Nate, not
They're
Nate.
not
I'm talking about the
PJ
Heat.
Tucker
I'm
anymore.
talking
Like,
about
he was
the
helping
Heat.
them.
They have a great coach.
Huh?
They have a
helping
player
them.
that's reliable.
He
and they have
wasn't
great game
primarily
plans.
on Trae
But
Young.
now they got Murray too, so they got to worry about Murray. Like if they're healthy in the.
I
playoffs.
still don't think it's enough,
But
dude.
who else? Because John Collins isn't play that good. And
The Heat's
Capella's
defense.
Really,
Yeah.
Then last team, the Knicks and Raptors.
For the Raptors.
I don't
Yeah.
think the next one is Raptors. Maybe
Raptors will. I think
Knicks
Raptors
maybe.
actually have a chance, I think.
I don't know.
Raptors do.
Raptors have a great team.
Actually, let's talk about the Raptors now that we're here, because this is an interesting one. This is the
Wait,
reason I made
Let's
this.
close off the Heat point then. So, do you think the Heat should blow it up since they can't beat these teams? And how many years do they have left until
They don't need
They
to blow
need
it up.
I don't think
Dude,
they need
they
to.
don't
They
need to
blow
blow
it
it
up.
In the
They
past-
need to get new
build around
pieces,
Tyler
but
Hero and trade Butler?
I
I
don't
say
think you
trade
build
Butler.
around
Tyler Hero's not good enough to build around.
They need to
can.
get rid of that
No,
Duncan
Tyler Hero's good
Robinson
enough. He could,
contract.
To be a
bro, if
number
you
one?
build around him, he'll give you 25 plus.
Bro, if you
Around?
You think
No,
you
no,
can build
no.
around him?
Tyler Hero's
Around
the
is the
best
number
player
one.
on your team, you're basically the Detroit Pistons. Tyler Hero's the best player.
I mean, what if he just breaks out a little more?
He's good as that tertiary creator, scorer,
Yeah.
like third
Yeah,
piece. But you're not building around him.
He's not him.
I don't know.
I'll give him like the Chris Middleton role, basically. Where
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
your
he's
best
not-
player,
yeah.
but you can rely on
All-star?
him. To,
Yeah.
He's not him.
Yeah.
He
All-star
might
scorer?
be
Yeah.
a solid.
All-star
He might
caliber,
be
I
a
think.
solid second.
He's a good future player. Like,
in the future, he might be a solid second.
He's not
even
I don't think
better
he's
than
gonna be a
Chris
number
I mean, his
one.
biggest issue is the defense.
He's not bad. We didn't say he was. He said that
No,
type of
like,
role.
I'm talking about, yeah, and that's the type of role, but you can't put him at that same level because Chris Middleton's second best player on the championship team.
Well, in the past 3 years, haven't he made it to like the finals and the Western Conference finals?
Yeah, Butler's been carrying the hell out of him.
Okay,
And
but
You
see
see
you act
that
like he's not a
picture?
good player.
You seen
too.
that picture where he's leaned over the stand?
Yeah,
He putting up
And
40
Spo.
points.
but he was on the team. He was,
So how
he was
long?
contributing.
That's my point. How long can he do it? He's not going to beat the Celtics or Bucks doing that with a.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, so
I'm talking about
Straight
Hero
up.
right now. I'm not talking about Butler.
you said Butler.
No, I said Hero's contributing on that team. When you're
Oh.
saying Jimmy was carrying, I'm like Hero's doing his thing too.
Yeah.
Big booty lover.
I just have high hopes for Hero. I like Hero.
Bubble butt booty.
All right, let's go to the Raptors.
Guppies.
Report: rival executives are bracing for fireworks if Raptors remain around 500 in 2 months.
What?
So breaking them up basically.
I don't know what that
What do you
means.
think
That
fireworks
I think that either means
Happy.
they're trading like
Fireworks are happy.
for a star level player,
They could honestly.
or they're blowing it up. I don't know what blowing it up means. They're pretty young as it is.
Yeah.
Does
Oh,
that
young
mean
guy.
trading Pascal and Fred? Like
He's talking like
that's
25.
literally the only
Yeah,
player.
Siakam's too young.
He's talking like 25 years old.
The biggest problem is their shooting and their bench. So, if you want anyone significant, then you're gonna have to trade one of your big pieces.
They need guard play.
Great Scotty.
They have a lot of wings. They have a lot of wing depth.
Got Malachi
Yeah.
Flynn off the bench.
Yeah, like he's their only guards are Trent
Oh my god.
and Freddie, and then
what
like
had me
you
out
said,
there.
Malachi. I like Delano Ben,
They have their
but
picks too still. Get rid of those.
Does Boucher still play or he's like on and off like every other day?
Shea plays when the other players are hurt.
Yes,
Sure,
minutes off the bench.
Precious Achiuwa still hurt.
He's like a 12 and 16 and 10 game
Team's
random.
not bad too, and they have good home court advantage.
The
I don't know.
Raptors.
Yeah, Raptors.
Yeah, I think they're a good team, but Scotty hasn't really been.
Has he
He's
slowed
been
down, like,
disappointing
from, like,
this year.
thing?
Yeah,
he's
he
slowed-
hasn't played as well.
been
as
disappointing this year.
What are the averaging? Do you
Bunch
know
of good
by-
teams in
by
this
any
league.
chance?
You can lose to any team in this league right now. I'd say
Yeah.
on an off night. I just saw the Clippers lose to
No
the
days
Magic,
off.
man.
No days
I
off.
didn't know the Magic only had 7 wins.
Yeah.
The Magic are nice, bro. They're like they don't have a bunch
They
of
won
wins.
7 and 20 nice.
He's
No,
talking about,
but
But like
Franz.
the team, the
Explain,
roster,
explain.
the
He's talking about
roster.
like Suggs, Franz, Paolo, like probably
Yeah,
those
they,
guys.
they have
got a
no
lot of
fear.
nice-
They don't know how to
Well,
win
yeah.
yet. They
Yeah,
just need to.
pieces,
They have
yeah.
to put
They
it
also have
together.
Bol.
But the pieces are there. I think it's just
They're
gonna
gonna
take
get
some
somebody
time.
good next year too.
I could see them being like a not necessarily like making the playoffs or anything in the second half of the season, but just upping their record to something a little more respectable.
I mean, I think they need more of an established star player to actually get them to the next level.
I think you just wait for Paolo to get there. I think that's the.
You're gonna get another player next year
Probably
too.
gonna get another top five
five
yeah,
player.
and you
Paolo
wait for
Bronze.
Franz to develop another year, Paolo another year, Bol another year, and
Paolo
slowly
he
get
looks
better.
really good.
Paolo
first year.
Giannis, Paolo Antetokounmpo.
I think in a few years they can have like a Pelicans type
What if
thing
they
where
got
they're in that same
Yeah,
range.
Paolo couldn't resembles Zion in some aspects.
Wendell's
Yeah, but
Wendell's
not necessarily,
obviously,
but-
not necessarily, but
But like
high field goal percentage, just over like
big power
Yeah, big
forward,
power forward.
taking it to the rim. I know what you mean.
Wendell's young also, and then what if they get Wembanyama next year? So,
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Bol, Wembanyama, Mo Bamba,
Oh,
Paolo
you
back
forgot
there.
about that damn Jonathan Isaac. I forgot about that dude.
he hasn't
Oh,
played.
He
in
ever
a
gonna
while.
play again?
He's got to sign to the G League. So
I just seen
Yeah.
a post that said last time he played he was 22 and he's 25
Five.
in the
Yeah,
bubble,
I saw
man.
that.
last time played
Unbelievable.
dude, it was like 2020 last time.
He's a
3
good
years,
player.
you
He's
haven't
really good
picked up
player.
a basketball?
He's a really
He's
good
a great
player.
We'll see if he's still a good player.
No, but I think, bro, come on.
We shall see. We shall
Don't
see.
us on ice.
Like how much do you even expect him to play when he comes back? He has to be on like a 10-15 minutes limit.
That
the
team
only
is-
person I've known who's been out for like 3 years for ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
DJ Warren came back after not
I
playing
think the
in
team
bubble.
forgot about him. They
happy
gotta go
for
somewhere
him,
else.
bro.
They gotta give him a chance somewhere else.
This is going
I
to
think, I
Boston.
don't know.
Ooh, what do you want him to do? Like they have to keep.
Go who, bro? Go play ball, bro. I don't care anyway. I like this dude. Like I want him to succeed. Play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they have to keep keep making the team better, so they can't just wait on him to
Go
come
to the
back.
Wizards. I don't know. Go play with Kuzma.
I mean, obviously they're not. They have no expectations for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus you can sign him to like a low contract when he comes back, and then
Ooh,
Jonathan Isaac, and hope he does good.
I think he's already
Never gonna play a
extended.
game ever.
Is he not?
Till when? Next year?
do they
Like
extend
2
him?
years?
I
think
think they
just picked up
extended
his
him a
contract.
few years
Fourth
ago.
year, maybe.
I don't know what that
Was he?
nigga showed
He
them.
was like top 4, I think.
7th, I think.
Was he?
Come to
Something
LA.
like
Come to
that,
LA.
And they need the defense.
Of course.
It was
I'll
all
take
for the
anybody.
defense. He was showing promise
You can
before
shoot.
he
You
got hurt.
can start to shoot. You play defense.
He signed a 4-year, $69 nice
No way. What
million dollar
year?
contract with the Magic, including $69 million guaranteed nice, an annual salary of $17 million in 2022-2023. He will earn a salary of $17 million. Let's see when it ends though.
Please be soon so we can.
Not
He's
bad
a
contract,
17. Yes, it is for a guy that doesn't play basketball.
4 years,
Dude, he doesn't
69
play.
mil.
Stealing money
17
from
mil. It's just
Bro,
He's a
what's
free
Pat-
agent in 2025.
What's Duncan Robinson's getting 90 million.
that guy used to be a shooter. This guy just like
That was a terrible contract.
they paid him to shoot, and
They're
this guy
both
said, "I'm gonna
bad.
break my hands." Like he just,
Even at the time he was playing that at that level, I
That's
still
bad.
think it was a
But look,
bad
you're
contract.
forced to give out these
Would you rather
contracts,
cut your arm
I'd
off
let
or
him
your
walk.
leg? That's what you're
if you're asking,
asking.
I'd let Duncan Robinson walk without a hesitation for 90.
After that
what are they-
bubble, yeah, that
Bro, for
I'll
the
let him walk.
contracts, yeah, get
But
him out
like
of here. I'm
the
not gonna pay
conversation
him.
we're having with Bradley Beal getting a supermax.
You could have had so many more people.
Okay, but don't compare Bradley Beal to like
90
Duncan
million.
I'm
Robinson.
just talking about like the
Yeah,
contract.
I know what
situation
you're. I know what you want to
like,
say. Like
You're
Max.
kind of forced to pay these players.
I don't know why they give Duncan Robinson that contract because the Bertans they gave him the same similar contract
Yeah.
a few years ago and we saw how
They
that
wanted
went.
shooters.
You give
but
it a hero,
They
he's
gave
no
a
problem.
lot of like really good three, a lot of money.
It's funny. The next year they just found another dude off the streets, Max Strus, for $1 million that does the same thing that Duncan Robinson
Yeah,
does.
Way better. Way better.
And better, yeah, better if
Way
anything.
better.
It's NBA, man.
But at
That's
one
how
point
it is.
he got like Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, all those guys like that one run, and I'm like, who are these like random players?
They
They're
just
all
picked
good.
dudes up
But
off
they
the
were
street.
good. They were like balling. It was weird.
D2 college players turn them into rotation
Deep
NBA.
playoff pushes with all these guys.
That heat development is crazy.
Yeah, that heat
It's underrated.
development.
It's underrated.
That heat culture is different, bro.
Cultures lose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was wild. They
Had
definitely need
tough,
to. I
a tough start too for the season.
think it's more so roster and talent level. All right, get another one here going. Jaylen Brown. I think me and JT are probably the best two-way players in the league.
Best two-way players.
Best tandem.
That's what he said. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
they're
that's
the
the
best
quote.
Shoot, Splash
They are
Brothers
the
will have
best
something to say
two-way
about that
players in the
tonight.
league.
They're
Is
not
that what he's
two-ways.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Who?
Curry's
Two-way
not a
or
two-way
like
player.
best
Oh,
two.
Curry's not a two-way player.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's saying they're the best,
Best
two
two-way
people that
on
are
one team.
two-way. on
No,
one team.
they're the best two-way players. That was the
It's
quote.
not on one team. It's in the
Yeah,
entire league.
I think
Oh,
it's-
no,
I
but
think
he has
it
to
means
say
In
that,
the
bro.
entire league, they're the number one and number two
In
two-way
general?
players.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, no.
I don't know. That's the quote. That's all. It was period after the
As a
two
duo,
players.
I could see it. As a
Nah, I
duo,
think-
like in the league,
Here, let's ask
I don't know
this.
about 1 and 2.
Let's ask this. Let's ask
What am I
this.
thinking of?
This is reading comprehension right here.
I
Where's
took
it
it
at?
off, but that was the
All right,
that was the whole
we can ask
sentence,
this
bro.
then.
I just wanna
Are
see
they
how the way
two?
he worded it.
All right, let me ask this though.
I read it word by word.
Are they the best duo in the NBA? Yeah, are they best? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown the best duo in the
I
NBA
mean, actually,
right now?
clearly they are. 'cause they have
30
the
and
best record.
26. They have the best record. I'm gonna say yeah for now. 30
For
and
now.
like what's he having? Tatum's like 30 and Brown's like 26.
He definitely believes that him and Jason Tatum are the one and two best two-way players.
Like 1 and 2 in the
Yeah,
league.
you
Not a
get, like,
crazy
he said, I
statement.
think me and
Not
JT
crazy.
are probably the best two-way players in the league.
Damn,
He
why you
didn't
gonna
say
that?
duo.
He's
He
gonna
didn't
say
say. I understand, but
Yeah.
so,
I'd
but this
say
is the
no.
question.
I'd say no to. I think Giannis is a really good two-way player.
I would pick
say I'm
Giannis.
the
I would
best.
put
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
Giannis
thinking
is
about-
above
I'm thinking of
them.
other people though. Like
Well, he
just
has
off
to
the
say
top of
that though.
Yeah, he
my head.
does.
Yeah, he has to say that.
He could just not
yeah,
say.
better
anything.
question is.
He could just
they're the
not
best
say
duo.
something.
They're both making All-Star this
could
year.
say we're really
obviously,
good two-way
pretty
players.
clearly.
I think yeah. they're the
They
best
might
duo in
both
the
be
league.
starting, depending on what Jaylen Brown classifies as. If
I
he's a
don't think
forward,
they'll
I don't
both
think
start.
he'll make
AD
it.
is also a
Starting
better
now.
two-way player.
No,
I
if
think
Jalen
AD
Brown's a guard, he's going to
AD is
start.
Oh
It's
yeah.
about votes too.
If
Like
AD's
AD
playing,
It's
he's
almost
AD's
like
better
Trae
than
Young
both of
probably
them
just
two-way.
steal something, steal a position.
Jaylen Brown's averaging 26 points per game this season.
You know, if you look at the stats, you know how close. You know how
26.
close. Yeah.
27 and
27.
7.
That's 27. You know how
27
close
and 7 is
LeBron
OD.
and AD are to like this like range, like kind of, like stats wise.
That's different.
We don't talk about them. You can't
We're
be
not
No more Lakers,
qualified.
man.
I know,
Plus,
but
they're doing it on a bad team. Like
Yeah,
They're two
This is
better
the best
players.
team.
They're doing the
Best
you
in the
gotta-
league,
it's
right?
not a
Skill
good
wise,
team,
they're
but-
better, but you can't say that when they
yeah,
suck.
but they're losing games, which is why I'm saying I agree with Jaylen Brown and Jason being the best duo right now.
Jason Tatum's been playing.
I mean, skill wise, no, but team wise, like
Team-wise,
you can't-
yeah.
Team wise, what are you gonna say?
'Cause,
Hey,
like,
they're
look
up
at
there
KD
though.
and Kyrie.
They're definitely top 3
Oh,
though.
for sure. Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
KD and Kyrie.
It's like imagine putting
Skill
LeBron
wise.
and AD instead, like swapping
Harden
them
and
two for two.
Embiid too.
If
LeBron
LeBron
and
and AD
are
on the
fucking,
Celtics,
they're literally fucking sweeping everything.
yeah,
everybody, you feel me?
destroy
Like
with all those pieces there.
that's why it's like obviously still LeBron and
Yeah,
AD are
it
better.
doesn't work like that though. So
Because I
I'm
could
just
for sure
saying.
think of two people that are better than
Yes,
two.
but they're saying duos.
Jaylen Brown and JT.
best duo, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're saying duo. So if you swap,
But you got to
duos,
take into account the winning.
That's what we said.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
the
yeah,
best duo.
right now, yeah, you gotta give it to them.
On fire, winning games. You know,
I'm
story.
saying skill wise though, like
Yeah, obviously
no.
not.
yeah.
Skill wise, I think Kevin Durant's the best. The most
Okay,
skillful
well,
player in the
that's
game.
that's like technical skill, like skill, like
Yeah,
KD and Kyrie are
skill-wise.
technically, you feel me, like
Let's talk about Kyrie
that, but-
actually. You guys saw those things,
That boy
the
nice.
thing that he did with the Nikes where he
He
put
taped
tape
it
over.
over,
He said,
yeah.
"Put logo here."
Yeah.
right here. New Balance could show interest in Kyrie Irving.
Sign him.
What do we think about it? We about
Hey,
to
man.
cop some New Balance?
I honestly don't think.
I'll cop it.
Hey, there's some
New Balance
550s. 550s.
Hey, him and Kawhi about to be running
got
shit.
some New
Oh,
Balances,
I got
but,
yeah, but
Yeah.
that nigga ass.
I honestly don't think you'll
But I'm
get
talking
another
about the
signature
normal
shoe
shoes.
for
Yeah,
that
honestly, I
square.
don't know. I don't know which company will actually go out for him after what happened. But,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think
maybe New Balance.
Yeah, I mean, New Balance already got Kawhi. Like that's their guy. Like how what was that? What was the shoe deal with that Dwayne Wade had? Like '90s one.
Like Anta or something?
Yeah.
No, that's Klay Thompson.
yeah,
Klay
that's
Thompson has
Anything or
Antas.
whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's their guy. Like
And you can't push forward with Kyrie, I guess, as your.
not gonna be
You
putting him on
do.
your floors anymore. Like,
They're picking
Yeah.
up Jaw now. They're picking up Jaw as their new signature
Nike.
shoe guy for
Cool.
Nike.
I
For
saw
like
that,
Kyrie's absence, they're gonna put Jaw and give him a signature shoe in his place.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody's gonna.
The Jaws.
I don't think anybody's gonna sign
Jaws.
Kyrie. Honestly,
The Jaw twos.
I don't know who's gonna sign Kyrie to a shoe contract.
Buy the shoe company.
he can still wear Nikes though, right?
Yeah, if he wants to. But
Someone will
what's the point?
sign
They
him just
dropped him.
because of the like
I'll
You
just
can wear
keep
whatever
the
you
name,
want.
the name of Kyrie Irving.
a lower tier shoe company would sign him
Puma.
because it would be
Puma would
big
sign
news.
Puma got some action.
Puma, why wouldn't they? Why
Puma
wouldn't
has-
No, no,
has
Puma has
LaMelo.
some hitters, bro. Puma
Puma
has
does have
Puma
hitters,
has
but they'll
LaMelo.
sign him.
yeah, and Kuz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kuz.
I don't think he'll go to Adidas though, but
Yeah,
Puma or the other one.
And
might.
J. Cole.
RJ Barrett.
Facts.
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 Yeah, Puma now.
How's RJ been doing right now? How's RJ?
He's better than
RJ Hampton?
No, no,
Nah,
it's
just
just
playing.
RJ.
Barrett.
Let's talk about the Knicks though. Here, I got the last rumor mill here. Report Knicks monitoring Chicago's trade pieces. What do you think about that? And it's a picture of Zach LaVine. I don't know if that's what they mean,
I
but
think a person like Zach LaVine should actually take the Knicks to the next level. They like I said, like even Donovan Mitchell trade, they have all those first round picks they can give him.
They'd have to trade RJ Barrett though. Are you
I don't
willing
think
to
they
trade
would.
RJ for that
For
contract?
Levine, yes,
Yeah,
I would do that. But
for Levine,
yeah, I would do that. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
they can trade for Vucevic. His contract's not big at all.
But they wouldn't.
Why would
Yeah,
a lot of teams need Vucevic?
I think the next
Offense.
disgruntled star, like the Knicks probably have the best assets to go get them. Like whether it's Shea or whatever, I don't know. People think it's Shea because he's on the
Might
Thunder.
get
They're
mad.
not winning. He might get frustrated.
I
That's
think
what
you'll
people
see it
He
think.
said he's not frustrated, but I think
Yeah.
People
One
say
day-
stuff all the time that they don't mean.
same thing with Luka. Like,
Like he can't. He's
maybe those
he's getting older every year. Like you can't just tank every fucking year of your career. Like
He's
gonna get
really young
pissed
though.
off.
He's really young.
I know
He's gonna be an
young,
all-star this year, so he
So-
gets credibility with it.
but it
SGA?
don't matter. Yeah, no,
Oh,
but
for
still,
sure.
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if his team is gonna tank every
I don't
year.
know.
Like,
Even then, like
what if they don't get Victor? He's gonna tank next year again. Like, it's
I
like,
mean,
Nah,
they
they're-
still have Chet. Like Chet hasn't played at all.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But still,
And they'll
like,
get another
I
top
don't
pick
think
this
Chet's
year.
gonna make him a fucking.
I think
Playoff
Chet's
team.
gonna come back like looking jacked as hell.
jacked.
Like
Hell,
he-
I don't
he's-
think
he's been
so.
doing
Gonna
nothing.
come back like Giannis.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
He's gonna come back looking like Giannis.
No, but if you get
I'd be like, what the fuck?
if you get
Giannis is a
Chet and
freak.
then another player from this draft this year, and then you'll be
but
good.
it's still like
You'll be
I
young.
guess
Another
for the
year of
future.
tanking.
You'll be
It's
They
for the
wouldn't tank,
future,
they'll
but
try
you'll
to win
still be
games.
young
I
as
think they're
shit.
losing.
Y'all be young.
But even then, how many
Nah,
games do you
he's
think
gonna
they
be working
win?
on development.
Playoff
See, they
play-in
gotta
is
see it
their
through.
ceiling,
Like,
right?
even like
And then if they want to trade their picks, they can always
like,
trade their
yeah,
picks.
making the plan would be like a big step for them. Even because Josh Gritty hasn't done much.
Gritty.
He
Gritty, Josh Gritty.
hasn't done much this season.
It's
He's
tough.
a good like helping piece. Like I don't even know what
He's
to
kinda
call
weird.
it. Like he's a good piece to put around your 1 and 2 players because he
Yeah.
can facilitate, he can rebound, he can play defense, does a little bit of everything. But you don't want him to be the primary piece of your championship
Fisher.
core.
Derek Fisher.
That's SGA.
Fisher.
No,
They're
don't
trying to
not
get
like
SGA,
that. He's a little better than that. He's a little
SGA
more
has to be the
versatile.
primary
Yeah, he's
piece.
on-
He's a
Derek
less
Fisher.
athletic Lonzo Ball.
No, because like Giddy's like
That's
a
what I
level
see.
machine. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll be in his third season, and then you'll get Chet, and then another
it's the
rookie.
shooting that's the issue. But that's also always young people. Cards are.
Play pretty hard too. We'll see. I don't
I think
know what
that's a
their end
fixable
game is.
issue.
Maybe they'll trade picks to get vets too, because
I don't think they're.
They
trading
have to get rid of
Instruments.
some of those picks. They have so
Yeah.
many that like
Yeah, like,
you don't have
at this
roster
point,
spots
yeah.
enough for all those draft picks. You're gonna
Every fucking
sign
year, like
5 first-round picks. Like you
Like-
barely play the dudes that you have now.
A team like the Bulls, like they don't have their good picks anymore because of trades like the Vooch stuff. Like sometimes they might want to make a trade. It's just
Yeah, but that was the right move to do because they didn't want to risk losing Zach. Because if they didn't make trades and pick up DeRozan or Levine or Alonzo, they would have been done for. Like Zach would have left.
Well, I think they're done for anyway. They might
Yeah, I
trade
mean,
Zach.
But,
They
I mean,
did
that
the
was
right
like the
thing,
last
though.
effort. Yeah, like they tried.
Yeah.
I guess they can recoup the assets,
I
but
mean, the season's not over. Like
We'll see.
Yes, I mean,
They are currently 11 and 14.
it's
And
not
11
looking good. If they get like 10 games below 500, then
I mean, look at the
10
playoff
games,
picture
that's
right
way
now.
too low. They're not.
Who do you see like? I mean, maybe I don't even think the Pacers drop out of this the way they're playing. Like, who's
I think
dropping
they
out of
will.
the playoff picture? This much to the Bulls can
I
catch
feel
up.
like I feel like
Pacers
that's gonna be-
can-
that's gonna be-
Knicks is possible. Raptors is possible.
I think they're out.
I think Raptors
get it
go
going.
up.
They
I think
haven't
the
had, they
Raptors
haven't
is
had a
lock
healthy
in the
team all
play-in.
season.
At least playing. I don't know about
They haven't had a
playoffs, but
single healthy
play-in.
team until like 2 weeks ago.
I think
Yeah.
that top 5
Then
is
the
already
Knicks,
locked in.
Knicks,
though.
Pacers.
Top 5 for sure. I'll make the playoffs. Hawks
Yeah.
are locked to at least make the playoffs for
I don't
sure.
know. The Hawks gonna have been terrible games recently. Because if Trae Young doesn't shoot well, then the kind of cooked.
We'll see what. Actually, I do want to see what they do with DeJounte out. Maybe they. I wouldn't be surprised if they went on a little run just because like they're trying so hard to incorporate him. Like having him out and going back to what they used to do might be a little easier for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they went on a little mini winning streak or something like that.
I mean, they just lost like by 30 to the.
I know,
So,
but the Knicks and them have this like rivalry, and you know,
yeah, so this
Knicks go extra hard on the Hawks.
Did
I
you
think.
see his
Trae Young,
shoes? Like,
yeah,
where he
bro.
said-
He came in the building wearing them shoes, and then
Yeah.
he got bodied. Like,
He did the opposite.
I
of
was
Kyrie.
I
That
watched
series
some of
is-
that game. Julius Randle was like extra aggressive,
Yeah.
getting to the
I think
basket.
didn't Julius Randle have like a once in a like NBA type game? He had like a 30, 15, and like 5 threes game. Only person to ever do that. Was that the game?
I'm
There's like
sure
a
a
weird
player
stat
has
line,
done
yeah.
that, bro.
But Julius Randle, I think it was in.
30,
30,
15,
15, I know he's
yeah.
cherry picked.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
it's
sure
a cherry
somebody
pick
did that
stat,
shit.
but it's crazy though. Like
Oh,
Julius,
yeah,
Julius
that
does, like-
ESPN stat.
I
Like,
remember that
Julius
cherry
Randle
pick
was going
stat.
crazy.
Remember that cherry pick stat with like Thaddeus saying like
And
LeBron.
go-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 7.9.
ESPN really putting the stat out there.
Or don't
3
disrespect my
assists.
boy,
I'm like,
Thaddeus Young,
nigga,
though.
what the
Radio
fuck?
Mike.
the first player on Monday
Yeah,
night
like-
after
Yeah.
eating
You're right,
waffles
you're
for
right.
breakfast. I'm like,
That's
bro,
what they used to do with LeBron back in the day when he was on the.
Hey, his
Yes,
stats
man,
is
what's
real,
up,
man.
man?
we don't need no cherry pick LeBron stats at this point. Just
Then,
This is real stats.
so for the trade,
Straight
like trade block, like trade rumor stuff, who do you think is going to be the first team to, or who do you think the team is in need to make a trade right now?
I think the Suns.
Lakers.
Bulls,
Lakers.
Bulls,
Lakers.
The
When that
Suns need-
December
What's number
15,
one? What's
when
number
that
one?
I say
December
Bulls.
15
I
hits,
say Bulls are pretty like on
Is
the
that's the when the
on the
people who
fence
got
to make
signed
a
get
trade.
traded.
Okay,
because I think if they need to do it
They're
now,
like-
or-
everyone's
That one is
or-
like eligible.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think, Hussein? What do you think is the number one team to?
For me, I think it's. Just, I think they're going because Jay Crowder needs to.
Oh, he will be traded
Yeah.
for sure.
So they're gonna need.
But in need to make a trade to
I
make.
still think
get
the
to their
Suns still
aspirations.
do, like
So
there's
it's a win
rumors
chip.
about him and like the Knicks talking about Julius Randle, but I don't think that actually happens. But there's rumors.
They're talking about John Collins for him. That's the trade
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Jay Crowder.
That
Yeah.
seems crazy in my eyes.
I mean, I'm
don't know.
sure there's like small
I mean,
pieces
like,
and stuff, but that's like the two main
I mean, like
players.
the way the fans think about it and the way GMs think about it is completely.
Yeah,
Like, they value things a lot.
Yeah, I think my pick would be the Bulls right now too.
yeah.
Because they want to be better than what they are. What about you?
And they're
Beth?
confused. They're like they don't know. They don't like. They're not good enough to win games, and they're not like they don't have the like the roster because you got like DeRozan, Vooch, and like Levine to like tank. Like
Yeah.
they need to figure out what they want to do. So either they go all in or go pull out. Like
They're really
Okay.
missing Lonzo, and they're not gonna
Give
have
us
him.
DeRozan.
Yeah,
Give
that's
us
a
DeRozan
good
and
approach.
Vooch for Westbrook.
Crusoe was out for a while. Like
you
That
think
team-
the
that's-
Lakers
They
are
really had the best career
top
ever.
priority
They
team in
gave
need
him
of?
last-
Yeah,
Maybe
they're
trade?
one of them. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're gonna make a trade for sure. Like, I don't know if I guess they are because they suck the most, but they're gonna make a trade. I think it's pretty inevitable. I think once the deadline hits, when you can trade the players you signed in the offseason, they're gonna be calling up everybody.
Westbrook's still number one option.
He has to be just because of his contract.
And those Lakers picks, man, they're gonna attach them to Westbrook.
They've been stingy on them Laker picks for years.
I like it, though.
Very,
It's a tactic though. Like if you're stingy on him, now people like are gonna be
I get
trying to get him a little
Some
more.
people are talking about like Miles Turner and stuff for Westbrook in the pick. But,
oh, that was a minute ago
the Buddy
already.
Hill thing, yeah.
But now
But
Westbrook's
that
playing
changed.
better,
Westbrook's been
so
going crazy. So like now, like the old offer is not there anymore.
I mean, they'll trick people.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, Westbrook's actually really good.
No, I
Get
think
him
it
off the
actually
team.
helped his value because now like a team that gets him, or maybe not even a team that gets him, just next year when his contract's up, they'll be willing to sign him to come off the bench. Like obviously not for
Maybe.
46 mil, but giving him
I
what
think
we
he
say
actually-
15
I
mil.
think he actually gets waived if he does get signed. Like,
Waived.
he got traded to like the Pacers or something. I thought
Yeah.
the Pacers wouldn't play him at all.
The Pacers
You
probably
don't
not.
waive them though. They're still valuable with Russell Westbrook. It's not the NFL.
I don't know. I don't think the Pacers would rather play Russell Westbrook like their bench.
He's got a
As they
triple
want-
double. There's
Oh,
value
their
in
bench?
Westbrook. You can trade him for
Talking
some
about
type of
Westbrook
assets.
not coming off the bench at
As far as
least.
they want to develop him. So
I guess.
Play him off the bench. He's a six
They
man
might
now.
3-team trade it to a team
think
that,
beginning of
that
the
can
season,
use
they
him.
would've traded him.
comes off the bench. So.
if they would have
Yeah,
traded him
yeah.
beginning of the season, he might have got waived. But I don't think they'd waive him now.
It changes his
I think
role
that'll
completely
change.
on teams now. Like
Yeah.
He would
he's
get
viable
picked
as a
up
six-man
immediately.
option. Yeah.
He'll get picked up immediately
He'll
for
play.
some
Yeah, he'll
contending
play.
team.
All right. I have another segment if you're done with your rumors.
One more actually.
All right.
Just want to hear what you guys think. Guys should get paid. Kyle Kuzma expected to command in excess of 20 to 25 million per year on new deal next summer.
Yeah, a team
He's
will pay
cooking?
him.
He'll get the money. Yeah.
Yeah, no
You
matter
think
what.
you think he's
Yeah.
worth 20 to 25 mil as
Yes.
a player, as what he offers?
How
No.
old is he now?
I mean,
No.
for contracts, though.
26,
How many
27.
No.
years?
It would probably be 4-year deal every year.
I'm not giving
20 to
Kuz,
25
I'm not
mil.
giving that guy 20 mil.
Why?
I think there's
He's been cooking
20
this
to
year.
24. Yeah, he's been cooking. But I think about
He
who else
cooked
you can
last
give
year,
a
too.
20 to 24 million deal to. Like, do we know who's gonna be in the list of free agency? Like
100
after,
mil.
like,
Duncan got 90.
We talked about it
Duncan,
last time.
I wouldn't. No one, none of us here would give Duncan 90 mil for 4 years. None of
Yeah,
us.
but I mean,
That was really bad, even at the time, just for shooting.
but Kuzma does a lot more than just
Kuzma
just
does
score
do a
right
lot
now.
more.
You know what
Like, I think the
he's-
over 20 million mark is
He's
crazy.
two-way.
I mean,
So
He's
how much-
two-way.
how many-
He scores and
Salary
he
cap's
rebounds.
basically
Like,
the
20 million is fair.
I think
So
it's
what-
fair for what he's doing right
I
now.
think 20 is the max I would like to give him.
So what
Anything more-
stats do you have to be a 20 million player?
22, 23 points plus,
That's max.
That's
7
though.
rebounds, or like we're
Nah,
doing like
23 points. You're getting more than
Well,
that.
23 and 7, that's
23
all-star
you
number.
can
Yeah.
No, not there's a lot of people who get
These
that.
days, but it's like
There's a
contracts
lot-
are getting
there's a lot
bigger
of
and
talented
bigger.
players in the NBA right now.
Dude,
Well,
That's
yeah,
what
but
Zion
Middleton-
averages damn
Chris
near.
Middleton
a lot of
averages-
people don't have contracts that they
He's
deserve.
not averaging like 27 and like 10 or like 9.
He averages like
Yeah.
On, like,
25 and
30%
7.
efficiency.
Chris Middleton's a 20 point per game scorer, and he gets 35 million a year.
But that's.
Yes.
But that's
A
kind
lot.
of like those homer things.
But I
like,
think
you can't- not much to
I think
say.
they're gonna pay him that because like that's like franchise like likes him. They won. You know.
I feel like 20 million is a
Kevin
fair
Love was on
offer.
a 30 million, but
Dude,
that's
D'Angelo
that's
Russell's on a
contract.
$29 million
Kevin
contract.
Love's been-
I mean,
Yeah, D'Lo's on a
Kevin
29
Love's
million.
I can still say I don't like the numbers. I mean, he's gonna get it though. I could just not.
Yeah,
agree
but
with
you're
it.
saying 20 points is a
a
25
solid.
million.
Yeah, I'd give 20
No,
million.
you'll get way more than that.
Okay, I'll get it, but I'm saying I wouldn't want to waste money on like.
How much you
Kuzma.
paying
Not a
Harrison
waste.
Barnes?
Because Kuzma could just go back to being a bum again. Like Kuzma
Yeah.
was a bum.
How much did
Harrison
you pay-
Barnes
This
or
is the second-
Kyle Kuzma?
This is the second year that he's been
Kyle
playing
Kuzma,
well.
but obviously you're gonna tell me Harrison Barnes averaging 30 mil right now, right, or something.
21 mil,
21
yeah.
million.
I'll give Harrison Barnes maybe like 10.
Jeremiah Grant's getting 20 million.
Jeremy Grant's he's good though.
So why?
Kyle Kuzma's
Okay,
like on the
why
same
is
level.
Jeremy Grant worth 20 million but Kuzma's not? I think they're very similar in what they do.
Yeah.
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 Keeping
they're
the stack,
close.
I'd rather have Kuzma. I'd probably rather
Give
have
him the
Kuzma.
same role
I'd
too
want
on
Grant.
the team.
I'd want Kuzma, honestly. Kuzma's a better player too.
I think it's close though.
I think
it's
I see
close.
Kuzma
I
turning
think they
into a bum
should
again.
make around the same amount
I
of
think
money.
Kuzma's gonna do
No,
that thing where you
he's-
get the money and you just like.
Jeremy Grant's not
I
as
don't
good
think
on
so.
That's what's
defense.
gonna happen this season actually. 'Cause
With the
he did really
Wizards,
well
yeah.
Last season without Beal, and then
He's getting a pay
And
raise.
Porzingis is playing really well.
The Lakers paid him 13 mil
That's fine.
and they traded him away. He's gonna get a raise. He's gonna get 20
He's
mil.
gonna get a raise. I know he is. I'm just saying I don't think Kuzma's gonna play good again. I think he's gonna like get the money and like dip.
Okay,
Nah,
but for
dip,
what he's
like,
doing now,
playing
Get
well.
worse.
for what he's like putting
For
the
what he's
market
doing
out now,
yeah,
he's gonna get 20.
Yeah, he's a talented
Okay.
player. He deserves the 20 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to see if he declines or not. It's too early to say.
like your
But
third or fourth.
Yeah.
That's enough.
he
for
was.
Toronto.
That's the
He was a
I think he was the
Yeah,
fourth
he
or
was.
fifth best player in LA.
yeah, and we won a
He's like third,
championship.
yeah.
Dude, I seem like a
Bubble
cornball, bro. I don't know. I don't
Consistently
like it.
third.
man.
He was,
Inconsistent
It's
third.
because I watched him play
KCP was
against
damn near
the
the
KCP
third.
was
Yeah,
damn near
KCP
third,
was
bro.
third best in that round.
actually,
Rondo was
Rondo
the
was
best.
up there too.
Yeah,
Playoff
third.
Rondo.
Playoff round. Oh, yeah.
Playoff
Hitting
Rondo's
threes like
different.
I've never seen.
Fake basketball, fake basketball.
Danny Green is
Go
great,
go
too.
go ahead and
All right.
tell
So
us your segment.
I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that these players can win or can be a number one option on an NBA team and win a championship, basically? Being a number one option, winning an NBA championship.
I think there's only like.
Well, I'll
five
name a
people
player
in the
for
league.
you.
It's gonna be like a segment.
Yeah. All right. Gabe, you'll start first. Zion Williamson,
Yeah.
yes or no?
Yes.
Thing.
What I've seen, I'm gonna say no. No.
Yes for me.
the right pieces around him, I think yes.
Yeah, I agree. You'd have to have like, it's like he's still not like a playmaker. You feel me? Like these days, I feel like the way the world is going, like you got to be able to pretty much do everything.
The world.
Or the basketball.
The
world is going.
socioeconomic
Like,
political state.
you gotta be able to pretty much do everything
Landscape.
to really be like to really like carry a team, but to be that number one. And I feel like Zion lacks that playmaking, so he's still gonna need like.
I don't
really
think you have
good-
to be a playmaker though. To,
Yeah.
Well, you
I
don't.
think
but
they
you
have the
don't.
roster
but
to
I'm-
make it to make
Like
maybe
Ingram,
a
Ingram,
championship
but you need
soon.
a,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you need like a
Yeah,
good. You're
championship
gonna need
leading
somebody
team
else.
player.
Like you're gonna need. It's very team dependent. Is what I'm saying. Like
Mm.
you'll need people to help them achieve that. You
Yeah.
know.
Like I'm saying, if the Pelicans win a championship with this roster, whether it be this year or in a few years, like Zion would be the best player on the
Yeah,
team.
like-
Yeah, yeah.
And then they have Ingram and McCollum as
But
playmakers.
it's hard to win a championship, man. Like
It is
we've
hard.
seen, like
It is very
there's
hard.
only been a few. Yeah,
But I
there's
just-
only been a few players that are like upper echelon that like really are.
I think the
Superstar
tides are
worthy,
turning
you know?
though. I think the way the NBA is going lately, I think it's turning. I think
It's
now
gonna
it's
be-
more of a you need a complete team because you see the last 4 years have been a new champion every year, and a lot of it goes to just the best supporting
Actually-
cast like around the star players.
Thinking about it now, I'll change my answer to no.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of factors that you need to win a championship, and there's a lot of good, really great players that haven't won a championship because of a lot of things that happened over time.
I think Omari just wants Zion to become like LeBron. I think he just wants Zion to
Zion's
become
never gonna be
LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron 2.0.
Zion's never
Different
gonna be
players.
LeBron.
They're completely
Yeah.
different players.
Next one.
He wants him to have is the playmaking. He wants him to have the.
It's just
That
these
dog in
days,
him.
like these days, most people can like people are not just chasing triple doubles, but people who really like they're like, oh, we can really build around him and he's gonna take us to a chip. Are people who can do all those things.
I
Yeah,
think there's only very few people.
yeah, that's what
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why it's but it's so hard. Only a few people really you can feel like, oh, they'll
like,
definitely
Dude,
get you a championship.
There's a time when
on
we're in
some
high
team,
school where it was LeBron, Steph, LeBron, Steph, LeBron, Steph, KD, LeBron, Steph, LeBron, Steph. You know, like they just have a whole span of time where
I mean,
they just
Zion's
take
22,
over.
23. So
That's what
I mean, like
That's why
So
I said
projection,
like,
yeah,
a lot of
right
these-
now it's
a lot of
nothing.
these GOAT players are gonna retire in the next 4 to 5 years. So
Mm.
who's gonna fill that role? I know Giannis is still gonna be here. I know
Tatum.
LeBron's never
John's
gonna
gonna be
retire.
there. Tatum's gonna be like.
Tatum's already filled
That's
that
lead,
role.
lead
I
to
think
my
once, like, I
that
think
leads to
once
my second player.
KD Curry. Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
That leads to my second player. Do you think John Morant is gonna lead a team to a championship? Can currently right now lead a team to a
Right
championship?
now, no.
Right now, no. Why
Right
do you gotta say right now?
Yeah,
No,
right
we're
now.
talking about right now. This,
No.
honestly.
The
No.
A team.
Yeah,
He's saying right now though, like right now.
players
Ja.
right now.
I
Yeah.
think it'll become that tier of player.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Right
too
now,
early,
it's
but
no for me.
at this exact moment, probably
Yeah.
not. But
So
will
somebody-
he? Probably next year, 2 years, probably. I
I
think
feel
so.
like my answer is always going to be like team dependent. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
you
can
have to
score. He
make
could
the
average
around
like
it.
fuck. What was he averaging last year? Like nigga was going crazy.
28, 29.
Like
That's what I'm
28
saying, like,
and like
he was-
7 and or 8
And
and
man,
6,
hella
7 and
assists.
6.
Like so, that's good enough numbers to
I
lead a
don't-
team
I
to a
don't
chip.
see- I don't
You feel
see
me?
him,
Like
like-
if your team is good enough, that's good enough numbers to lead a team to a chip.
I don't see them beating certain teams that will like obviously be better. I don't see them being the best team in the NBA.
But it's like
If
it's
You don't
all
have to be
player-
the best team in the NBA to win a championship.
But-
To be
yeah,
have
and also-
a chance, I'd say so.
It's also
I don't
because the
think so.
question you
The
just
Raptors
said.
won a ring. They got injured.
yeah, one of the best players in the league.
Um,
Top 3 for sure. Kawhi at the time,
Okay, who else? Golden State won when they had the what are we
top 5
saying?
player.
That's like KD. You know?
When KD wasn't even on the team before, like Steph was. They were debating if he was better than LeBron
The Suns
James.
made the finals. Were they the best team in NBA when they made the
There's
finals?
a lot of factors
They
that
were.
happen into it, right?
I think the team.
That's
the
a-
Suns
but
were-
that- you could
as
say
a-
the same
as a
thing for the
team, I think
Grizzlies.
They were the best.
Yeah, they had a really good team too.
I'm saying the Grizzlies, if they can make it to
Healthy
the finals, you
Clippers
can't
are
say
beating
that
that
about
team.
Ja anymore.
Huh?
But you
Kawhi
guys
on that
look.
Kawhi when he was injured before that series
Yeah,
series
there's a
started.
bunch of what
The
ifs,
Clippers
though.
are gonna beat that team.
But the Suns had the best record, the second best record in regular season.
Okay, but if Kawhi was
That's-
playing with
that's
Paul
possible.
George, were they beating the Suns? Do you think?
I think so, yes, but
Okay.
we don't know. So like,
Oh yeah, so the best team doesn't always win. They just happen to get that like Kawhi injury that set them into the right position.
Every time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like so best
you
team
think-
doesn't always win.
but that's like a kind of a weak ring though. That's not like a solidified.
Bro, every
legitimate
time
ring.
injuries are brought up, it's part of the game. You say you
No, but
You
Kawhi-
gotta stop saying the bubble ring, the weak
I'm just
ring.
joking
You guys
about
stop
that.
putting
I'm
asterisks
talking
on
about that. I'm
everything.
talking about like injuries and
They're gonna
getting.
You could do that every year of NBA
Yeah.
history. Every year of NBA history
Find
has
someone
been
who got
some
injured.
injury,
Find-
some team
Last-
got
oh, last
eliminated
year,
Kyrie
early.
got injured. Kevin Love got injured. What else can I think of? KD got injured, led to the Raptors winning.
Clay got
Clay
injured.
got injured. Like,
That's
come
fair.
on.
That's fair.
Someone did a
Kawhi
best
getting
job.
Zaza
to the final.
Pachulia.
KD hit
Right
one
to
of the
the
hardest
final.
shots
Kawhi
in
getting
the
Zaza
fucking
Pachulia
universe.
in the it was crazy.
Someone's going back to like the.
KD hit one of the
70s,
hardest
like-
shots ever and had
Yeah,
one toe on
that's
the
fair.
line.
I
Like,
seen a post
Getting
on
to the
Reddit.
finals is pretty hard.
I seen
Harden
a
was
post
Harden
on
and
Reddit.
Kyrie got injured in that series against the Bucks.
yeah.
Bro, I
That's
seen a
like
post.
that could have been a huge different scenario.
Yeah, you're right.
They were saying
Happens.
they were going back to 1970 and put an asterisk on every season. Like they gave reasons. It
God damn it!
was like the 2 years Jordan retired. Like the
Yeah.
2 years the Rockets
Jordan
won.
retired.
Like
free
that-
ring, free ring.
Yeah, nah, he definitely would have won. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
that's,
Maravich, like,
like
literally
Hakeem
died,
Olajuwon,
like,
yeah, like
asterisk
ring
ring.
don't count,
Like,
yeah. Jordan wasn't even there.
bro.
called that one.
He didn't have to play against Jordan.
All right, it's my next one.
Magic Johnson got AIDS.
It's,
Like,
but it's
come
all,
on.
look, what- my point is, my issue is also the question because you're saying like, can John Morant lead a team, like lead a team, like?
Oh, that's a yes.
You know what I mean?
The
Like
lead player. He's the lead
team, yeah.
player.
a team, yeah. Like
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's a
you're
better
saying
question.
right now-
Name a team.
You're saying right
We'll say
now,
lead
like-
a team. So that
that's what I'm saying.
If
The
the
Grizzlies
Grizzlies go
no.
with Jaylen Brown
The
right now,
Grizzlies right now,
It's a
probably
friendly
not.
question,
But like,
friendly.
Yeah.
but the Grizzlies. I
No,
mean,
but
or
if the
just if
Grizzlies
he was
like
on a
get
great
Bam
team,
Adebayo
yeah.
right now, if the Grizzlies got like Bam Adebayo
yeah,
or something,
I
that's
say
a
yeah.
championship
That's why I
team.
say I think
Yeah.
Ja can
Yeah.
lead one.
No, I
A
still
team if
think-
they
okay.
improve.
Best
You know
player
what
on
I
the
mean?
team.
Yeah.
Are you just saying right now
Can
the
a
lead
player-
player?
Can a player be a number one? Can this player be a number one option on a NBA championship team?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ja. Yes.
I don't
yes.
change any of my answers about
Ja?
He scores
Nah,
enough and,
no.
and play makes well enough.
Dude, he's a
to-
top like 3-point guard. How
This guy
is-
thinks
Because they can win without
only
him.
Curry can be a championship.
Yeah.
Okay, but do you actually
Curry
think
and
they're gonna
LeBron.
win
The only point
without
guard.
John Morant playing?
Curry's the only point guard who can lead.
I
a
think
team.
Zion can be number one. but
Okay, but no, do you think
not
you You just said the Grizzlies win
You
without
just
him.
said no.
Yeah, well, we reframed the question.
You're saying right now, what did you say? You said the Grizzlies are winning without Ja, right? They win without Ja. They do win.
Yeah.
So you think they're gonna win a ring without Ja, like just like that in
Well, I
the
don't think
playoffs?
they'll win with or without him. So
No, no,
Bro, they need Ja to play. Ja doesn't play this no chance.
no.
yeah,
Don't
they
tell me
win.
that one
say
game
that.
against the Warriors.
With or without, they won't win.
You think if they lose Ja start of the playoffs, they're gonna go just as far as they would have without him?
Second
They're
round,
losing
yeah.
first round.
No, they're not.
Who they play in the first?
Brother.
Who they play in the first
The
again?
Timberwolves.
Yeah, they're winning.
They're not beating the Timberwolves without Ja. Are you
Yo,
kidding
bad
me?
the Timberwolves team
It
was in the
doesn't matter. You need
playoffs.
your star player.
Let's check the stats.
You're telling me? You're
How
telling me
much did he
Ja?
average in that Timberwolves series? Let's look it up. You guys
Yeah.
can continue to
Bro,
debate.
it wasn't Ja.
Did you see that? Did you see their record?
Ja was
with
the best player in the series. Both
Desmond Bain. I think Desmond Bain was.
I
Look,
think
but we
that-
can't.
that-
But we can't keep knocking Ja for
That
that though.
speaks
Like,
more about how good the team was and how
yeah,
bad
and the coaching
So I
and
think
the
they can
team.
win with regardless. You asked me a question, right?
I
Do
think
you think
Without
they
Ja,
can
they get
win?
first rounded. Without Ja, they
I
get
think
first
they
rounded.
win.
they do get first.
They're
round.
Dog,
20.
it's
They're like 21-2 or something without Ja.
That doesn't freaking matter. The
It doesn't matter.
playoffs,
It doesn't
like
matter.
against the
Doesn't
playoffs
matter.
are different games. Listen,
Doesn't matter, bro.
playoffs play differently.
Yeah, Hassan.
It matters. Literally, playoffs is like more like what happens in the game.
Bottom tier trash take.
The game slows down. Players need to make plays. Ja makes plays. Ja makes literally game plays like he does.
I think they can make the same plays without him.
Oh my God, Tyus Jones. Here we go.
Who's gonna be the person to lead that team?
A championship?
No, without John, a playoff series. Who's gonna be the
Desmond
best
Bain.
player on the team?
Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain's not gonna beat
Desmond Bain,
Timberwolves
Dylan
by
Brooks.
himself.
You're taking an
Brandon
MVP
Clark,
caliber player
Brooks,
off a
Jaren
team.
Jackson
Desmond
Jr.
Bain
leads the
option.
team to a
Jaren
championship.
Jackson
With your
Jr.
second
No,
option,
I'm
that's
saying-
Dylan Brooks.
I'm saying
Bro,
one
taking
round.
an
I'm
MVP
saying one
caliber player
round.
off a team and like they're gonna go far.
They're not gonna.
I didn't say they're going far. I said that they
think
beat
Desmond
Okay, they
Bain-
get first rounded.
I think they beat
Without Ja, they get
Minnesota.
first
In a
rounded.
playoff series, the person who has the best player on the court is gonna win.
Ja was the best
Timberwolves
player.
on that
That's not
team.
true. We saw what Chauncey Billups did to the Lakers
What are you talking about?
when the bad boy Pistons.
Most of the time. Most of the
Anomaly.
time.
That's an anomaly year.
Most of the time.
Not the
Well,
yeah.
if you're gonna bet, you're gonna usually go with the person with
Yeah.
the best player.
I'm gonna bet on
Sometimes-
Kobe over Chauncey Billups, Hassan. I don't care if I lose. I'm
And
betting
you
on
lose your
Kobe and
money.
Shaq.
You lost your money.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
One year, one anomaly
1
year.
The other
And then I've
3
seen,
years,
I've
you
Give me
won
seen-
LeBron,
one.
give
I've
me
seen,
30, give
what's
me
it called?
KD. Like,
I've seen the Warriors beat the Mavericks in a 4-game series. They swept them, didn't they? In 08?
Mavericks? That's
Yeah.
because I think
Well,
Dirk
that's
was
when
playing the
they're
best
By the
game.
way,
When it was the
this,
first seed.
we
Dirk
pulled
was
up the
cooking.
Ja Morant stats against the Timberwolves. 21.5 points, 10.5 assists, 8.5 rebounds. In the closeout game, he had 32 and 8.
Okay, he averaged
You need a
21.
triple-double
You're only
in the-
saying the good stats, though. He averaged 21.5 points a game.
I said
8
that.
rebounds and
I said that.
assists.
And I
I
said
said
that.
32, 23.
He almost averaged a
30.
22-point triple-double.
In a playoff
21 though.
series, like, and they
All right,
won.
who are the assists to though?
Who are the
The
assists
best
to?
player in that series,
Oh,
right?
He's a
can't-
point
I-
guard. Of
If-
course, he has to
oh
pass
my
you the
God.
ball.
If you
No,
put
no.
Johnson on that team, Dylan Brooks gets 20 points on 40 shots.
He does. He does.
And that's gonna
He
be
does.
good enough to win.
He
On
does.
40 shots.
That'll be good enough to win.
Are you serious right now? Oh my
Serious.
God. You're saying Dylan Brooks and Bain beat the Timberwolves that season?
Here, Desmond Bain averaged
And Brooks is still
23,
kinda hurt, too.
4, and 2.
Dog, he's a
Yeah,
shooter.
he got 22.
He had a 34-point game, a 25 game, a 23 game.
Listen, I
26.
promise you, without Ja facilitating and like
You still get
handling
those
the team-
shots.
Oh my God.
No, he won't.
So
You
he'll
saying
get
you-
shots. He'll
You
still get
actually
shots.
think without Ja collapsing defense and passing out, he's gonna get shots?
Yeah, because the games
You know,
without him,
Ja's
he did
IQ
good
is
too.
like insane,
No, games
right?
without
He's
Ja,
gonna
he did
get-
good too.
Bain's not a shot creator.
You know Ja's IQ is insane, right? Like his actual play is like actually insane. I promise you it is. Why do you think he averaged what 8 or 10 assists? What did you say?
You think every
7.5.
single picture has every single player has a little stab?
It's only the good. It's
Sometimes
only
they
the
get
good players.
updated. They get
I already
updated.
checked some like bum players.
He played good without Ja also.
I was gonna say that'd be crazy if they had
We're
one
not
for
saying
everybody.
they don't.
I'm saying
They
in a
got like the young
playoff
guys
series,
coming
bro.
in, the-
They're not winning a
Guys
series.
get hyped
They're
and
not
the
winning
good
a
players.
16 points, but this is like his whole career.
Bro thinks
without
role
Ja.
players are gonna be like oh my God, Hussein.
So you
that was,
think Desmond Bain's a role player?
Yes.
he's a steroided
What's
role player.
up?
I don't know what to tell you.
He's
He's just a shooter who like gets.
He's a quality player.
He's a role player.
starting player.
not leading you to anything.
That's a role player.
So what's a
Hussein, I promise you.
anybody
if
who's
you're
not an
if
all-star
you're trying
is
to
a role
convince me
player.
Desmond Bain's a
Role
star, we're not
player.
having this discussion right
role
now.
player on the
I'm gonna
Bucks?
say, is there a level between role player and
like
star?
Brooke Lopez? Those are guys who are role players. Brooke Lopez, Drew, not
No,
Drew
but
Holiday,
I
Wes
think he plays. He has a
Matthews.
bigger impact.
Okay, no,
than Brook
that's a good
Lopez.
one. That's a good one. Drew
He's
Holiday.
a role player.
Drew Holiday. Is he
He's
a
a
star
role
or a role player?
He's a role player. Yeah, you're right.
Drew-
He's
No,
a
he's an
role player.
important player. He's an important piece.
But that's like you can't
But
just
what
say
is
he's
he?
a
He's a
role
role
player.
player.
But he's not a star either.
Drew Holiday's not a role player.
He's not a star.
So it's
Dude, he's
either
averaging-
he's either superstar or role player.
No,
you
but
could be a
there's star
superstar,
and
a star, and a role player.
I think Drew is fringe star. Like he's not.
Chris-
where he's
yeah,
not
but
but that's
Middleton or-
still a role player.
That's my question. Is there a level
I don't
in
think
between
people are
role
giving you a
player?
Drew
Holiday's an all-star.
Is there
I
a
don't
level
think
in between role player and
all-star
star.
level. Yeah, like all-star. You're like
Well,
you're
nah, I was-
a starter. That's what I'd say. You're a starting level player.
I don't think there's a lot of
Starting
people
level
like
talent.
Holiday in the league. I promise. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
not
I
a
mean,
role
they're
player.
still-
He's
they're
not a role
still-
player.
Everything
He's not
under
a role
All
player.
Stars
I
role
understand what
play.
you mean. That's why I say it's a good one.
Wonder
That's why I say
really-
he's a good example because he's I wouldn't just say, oh, he's a role player, but I wouldn't say he's a star.
So what do you
I
do?
think
What do you
you know what I
define
mean?
as
Like,
a role
fringe-
player? then?
Anything
Fringe
that's
star.
under an all-star is a role player.
I say the word fringe
I don't
star.
know,
That's the
that's
term I use. Fringe
Drew
star.
Holiday and Chris Middleton are all stars though.
You-
So, I mean,
All-star-
Chris
all-star
Paul,
level.
term role player to
Chris
me
Middleton.
means like a bench
Oh,
guy.
yeah, but Middleton is like a guy who makes all-star consistent. Drew Holiday's like, oh, he
Chris
made it
Middleton
one
doesn't make
time
it
in his
consistent,
career in the
but he's
past.
still
I think
good,
he's a
like-
fringe all star.
Like
He is.
That's
yeah,
the term I
he's-
use.
it's like LeBron
All-star
should win
level
MVP
Yeah.
every season, but he doesn't.
Doesn't
type
get
of thing.
voted. That's it.
I don't
That's
think
what
so.
I can say for Drew Holiday.
I see
No,
what
I
you
don't
mean,
think-
but it's
He's
also
a,
team.
he's a needed part on a team to win games,
Very needed.
but he doesn't have to. He doesn't put up stats.
He's
to
a
become an all-star.
he's a plus.
I mean, I
he's a
think
big
Yeah, I think he
role
does put
player.
up stats.
He could be
No,
an
because
all-star.
there's other players that put up.
He's
stats.
like a
So
super
Hussain, I think
important
Drew
role
Holiday
player
actually
to
puts
me.
up
He's
stats.
not a.
all-star level player, but he won't be an
Yeah, I was
all-star.
gonna
He's
say he's
fringe.
good enough
The
to be an
term I use,
all-star.
Hassan, is fringe all star.
But that's a role player to me. If you're a
think
fringe
that's a-
all-star,
what?
you're a role player.
Nah,
I mean, that's just
the
the
level
definition
of
of the
But
term.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying that he's better
Way
than
too
a,
different.
like, dude. I'm wanting
Klay
Drew Holiday.
Thompson's a role player.
No, he's not a role
Klay
player.
Thompson's a
bro.
role
Yeah,
player.
that's what I
All-star.
mean. Nah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
You
been an
can't
all-star his whole
He is
career,
a role
though.
player.
He's a star.
No,
Klay is
Klay
a star.
Thompson's like a.
Star? I don't
No,
know.
he's a
If
role
Klay Thompson's
player.
the best player on your team, you're not going far.
But
Bro,
a
Drew's
star doesn't have
averaging-
to be the
No,
best
no,
player.
no, no. Klay Thompson's
Drew's
100% a role player. There's not even a question.
Drew's
He has a role that he does on the
Okay,
team.
that's
He
two
shoots
different-
shots
that's
and
like
plays
Jalen
defense.
Brunson's
That's a
average.
role
Okay, that's
player.
a role. That's a role. Like
played-
Dustin Robinson has a role to play. That's his role.
He's a role
Doesn't mean
player.
He's a role player.
No, he is.
Because he does roles. That's why he's a
I
role
think
player.
there's,
He
like,
just has a
different
role.
definitions of the
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but okay.
Some people are just have
Straight
bigger
up
role
defenders,
and
like
have a
Klay's
more of
not
an
just a
I
role
see
player.
players that like.
I
So
wouldn't
I
say
see
that.
players that
I
run
don't know
corner
my
to
fantasy
corner
team.
and
I
shoot
know what he's
threes.
doing.
That's a role. That's
I'm
not. But
defending this man.
Almost
he's
what
a-
Klay
he's a-
Thompson
Those
does.
steals, bro.
He
Klay-
runs
Klay
corner
has
corner.
more freedom though. He still has more
But
freedom.
there's-
Like
But I'm
There's-
saying he's like a higher
He's not
level
the
role
scouting
player.
report. He's not okay. They can't be hiring lower
1975
level
is not a
role
role
players.
player.
It's
I'm
just
I
sorry.
think
role
so.
player.
I think there's higher level role players.
Because there's players
Yeah,
that have
then
roles
it's
and
just,
there's
then it's like
players
bench
that
niggas. Like
are really
after,
good.
if you're not a role player, you're just like a bench or like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
I
he's
think
saying.
there's
Yeah,
levels
that's
to
what
the
I
role
consider
players.
role
Like there's
players.
levels to the
Those
stars.
guys.
It's the same thing.
But I'm saying there's
I mean,
people.
there's
There's
a
people
star-
who are in
There's
between.
all-star, superstar.
What do you
I
think?
think it's starter level.
You can't just say
That's what I
higher,
call it.
low,
Yeah, I
low
call
role
it
player,
something.
higher role player.
To me,
Like,
Klay Thompson's a role player.
I
Where
think
do
he's
you-
I
a star.
believe he's a role player.
Okay, so what's
The career
Lonnie
average
Walker a role
19.
player?
I mean, those
Huh?
aren't
Is Lonnie Walker a role player?
Yes.
So Klay Thompson and Lonnie Walker are in the same caliber player as Brett.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
I didn't say that.
differentiate.
I
Yeah.
said there's
Saying
different
roles,
levels
though.
of role player. They're just in the same category, but there's like tiers of role player.
So is Scottie Pippen a role player?
No, that's a different thing.
But his role
He's
is
a
to play
multiple
defense.
time
Like
all-star.
Dennis Rodman, a role player. His role is to get
He's a role
rebounds.
player. Yeah, Dennis Rodman's a role player.
He's a
Hall
key
of
piece
Famer,
though.
though.
Dennis Rodman's a key piece
You
in the
could
team.
be a Hall of Fame role player.
I think you're just arguing
How
about.
though?
Draymond Green.
I think like you guys are thinking of the same.
What do you
point,
call
like,
Draymond Green? He's not an all-star. He's
He's a
not a
role player,
superstar.
too.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's
role
what I'm saying.
player.
It's all
But
about
he's
how
gonna make the Hall of
what's your
Fame.
what's your
So how
like
you call him a
grading
role
looks like.
player? It's the
No,
same
but
thing.
what's
he
your
has like
define
a
role player?
specific
I
role
consider role
as to the
players
point that
best
you were making
player.
before.
I think Klay has the same thing. I think
No,
Klay has
but Klay
specific
can do a
role.
lot of things. Like his role is not.
What
just
are his
to-
a lot of
I
things?
mean,
Off
I
the
don't
Tell me
dribble.
about those moments.
He's just not a straight up like shooter. He's not like JJ Redick is a straight up shooter. Right?
Okay.
That's what Klay is.
Clay can come off the dribble, a one dribble, a pull up.
That's a shot. He's a
Okay, but that's
shooter.
not just
I
running
can do
around
that.
and
I can-
shooting.
Klay
That's just
Thompson
not- he's
literally
just not
has
a straight
30,
up shooter.
50 whatever points on
Nah,
4
Hussain-
dribbles.
Yeah, four
But
dribbles.
Hussain's right. Like Clay had one. Not only can he do it, but he also has the freedom to. Like they're not gonna trip if Clay decides he
Take
wants to
mid-range
do a couple
shots.
dribbles and drive
Yeah.
in and something.
Yeah, because he's a
not
better
gonna
role
trip.
player than
He's
someone
not-
like
but it's
Dustin
not just
Robinson.
about
He
being
gets
a,
dribbles
like
and gets to the spot and shoot.
role
He's not-
players.
he's
When I
not-
say a
I'm not
role
saying he
player
doesn't.
is someone who like okay, go out on the fucking floor and do this shit.
Yeah,
and if you don't
that's
do
the
this
role.
shit,
PJ Tucker.
you're gonna be in trouble.
PJ
like,
Tucker's a role player.
Yeah,
PJ
like
Tucker's a
role
role player. Like you're gonna have issues with the coach if you don't go out and do this shit.
Yeah.
And you
That's
try
how
to
you get paid.
You try to do
No,
your own
no.
little
Patrick
shit.
Beverley,
You're gonna get.
It
You're
has
gonna
nothing
get
to
chased
do with
out.
that. It has nothing to do with
That's
that.
but that's what
That's
a role
what we're
player
saying a
is.
role
But when you're a
player is.
star, you have more freedom. You have that freedom. Like Clay,
Exactly.
even maybe even Desmond Bain, like they're not gonna trip if he decides he wants to do a couple dribbles
Yeah.
and take it to the rack or something.
That's
They have
It's not not normally
has nothing to
does.
do with
The
being a role
difference is
player.
opportunity.
And
Opportunity to
trust,
have an
and
offense
trust,
before
and
they
trust.
get benched. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like
did y'all think Drew Holiday was a role player? Or what did you think? What did you
Who?
define Drew Holiday?
no, he's
what I'm
better than
saying,
a
he's
role player, but
He's
he's
a-
not. I'm
No,
not gonna
you
say
said
he's a
he-
star.
I
in
say
your
he's a role
definition, he's a
player.
role
He's a
player.
role player to me.
Yeah. But you didn't think that?
No, we
Nah, I'm
say
not
French
gonna say he's
all-star.
just a straight
Yeah.
role player.
I would call him that. You
Dude,
guys
he's-
may not
'cause
call
he-
him that, but that's what I
Because
look at him as.
Off stats alone, not of like contributing, he's averaging 19, 7, and 5.
But I don't look at the stat. I don't
Okay,
base
but no,
that
but
heavily
he
off
helps his team.
stats.
He's like a key piece in the team.
He is.
and
He's part of the
truthfully,
big three. So
truthfully, like if he
I don't
wasn't
consider
on,
them a big
So
three.
what's your definition of a star then?
big three.
I guess a star is a guy who can be the centerpiece of a consistent playoff team. Like a team that consistently makes the playoffs, that's a star to me.
Okay.
I can agree.
So like Bradley Beal, he's a star to you?
No.
Or a role player?
No,
He
he's not a role player. He's an
So what is
all-star.
All-star?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it goes superstar, star, all-star, and then everyone else is a role player, and then you can get. I guess you can get to the bench warmer type.
Klay
league.
Thompson's an
But-
all-star
but
then. With
all-star-
what he's done
no,
over his
no,
career.
No, because
All-star and star, like that's too close. Like
I
what
think
is
Klay
like?
Thompson was an all-star, but I think at
now
this
you
point
could-
in his career now he's a role
Okay,
player.
that's better.
Okay,
That's a better
like,
say.
Yeah, if that's
what do
if
you
I
what
had
do
to
you guys
clarify
define
that.
as superstar? Top 10?
Top 5. Only
Top
5
five?
superstars.
Just
Yeah,
5.
what?
Yeah.
I think that's too little.
I don't think there's like a rigid list.
Term
It's just
superstar is
But
a
look,
handful
but
of
look at it
players
like
that
this.
are like
Okay, no, but look at it.
elite.
Back to the
There's
top
more
of where
than
we're saying
five.
like the number one
There's more
player
than
who can lead a team to a championship is a superstar.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
but
that's a good
I'm saying
term.
like
blanketed.
I'm just
So
saying, look at
5
it like this,
superstars
because
right now,
if
like-
you say star and all star, you like okay. If let's say I would say maybe like 7 through 10, like for like probably like 7 superstars or so. Okay, but like if you say star, like where does star end? Because if you got to think that there's only like how many
50,
all stars?
bro. Like there's a lot of stars.
There's only
in that
like
league.
20 all stars.
Talking about all
I think
stars or
there's like-
stars.
You feel me? No,
That's
I'm
like
saying
40
people who
to
actually
50.
make the all star. So why is all star
There's
lower
not
than
50
star?
stars in the
That's a
league.
cap.
There's a bunch of-
There's
You
good
can get
players.
to like 20, 25. 50 is
I
too
can name.
much.
I can name 50 stars. Now we
No,
won't do
no,
it now.
no,
I
no.
can name 40 for
There's
sure.
only 30
Like
people that make the
stars.
All-Star game.
No,
every
but
year.
that's
How are there
All-Star
50
game,
stars?
But there's people
No,
that,
but
but there's
that's
people that
about
deserve it
stats.
that
I'm
don't
talking
make it.
about,
Though.
like-
That's just voting and
Yeah.
like like top 10 is voting.
And then like
and
you
then
have
there's like
stats
GM, but there's
throughout
people.
Well,
your
players
career,
that are
too.
stars don't make the All-Star game.
There was like a controversy.
Name one
like,
star that doesn't make a star
Bradley
player.
Beal did make it.
He's not a
one year.
star.
Didn't Devin Booker 2 years ago
Bradley
not
Beal's a
make it?
star.
No, he's not. You think Bradley's
Okay,
a
what-
star
I feel
player?
like most
What do you have
teams
to average to be a
Not
star?
anymore. Yes,
It's
bro.
not about
Dude,
numbers.
Okay, numbers
Like I
plays a
said-
part. Numbers plays a part no matter what. Numbers plays a part. Wins
Ingram is a star
1%
still.
A
plays
small
part.
part, but
Ingram
Okay.
is still a star.
I would consider star like your franchise, like that
Franchise guy.
Zion's a
That's
star. Ingram's a
superstar.
star.
That's a
no,
superstar.
no. Superstar. You
I'll
can
say,
you
like,
can be a
top- even
franchise
top-
guy
okay,
and
so
not be a
top-
Bradley Beal's a
superstar.
star
But
then.
Cade Cunningham is a franchise.
Go down the
record.
list, Hassan. Pull up
That's
the
because
list.
he's young.
But he's not a superstar. So I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
he's
just a star.
Okay, but Bradley Beal's a franchise player too.
Is he?
Because it's been
Oh,
throughout his
I
career.
don't
It's on
think
the
so.
Washington
I
Wizards.
don't think he's a franchise. I don't think you could be you're a franchise player just because you've been with a team your whole career. That doesn't make
Well,
you a franchise
okay.
player. That just makes you were with that team your whole career.
Loyal.
And he's
Yeah.
been at, like
You're
all-star
loyal.
level most of his career. Okay,
Yeah,
but
he's an all-star.
What do you,
That's what I
okay,
said.
so what do you have to average, and what does your win percentage?
There's
have to
no
look like?
average.
Okay,
There's no
so
definite number. This isn't a
You have to
science.
have numbers, though.
criteria.
There's no
Yeah.
numbers. You don't have
to.
to. No, you don't.
You have to- okay, you're talking about players being all stars. They have to have numbers to be all stars, regardless.
Okay, it just has to be in the ballpark of all-star numbers. Like you have to average upwards of 20 points. You don't have to
Okay.
average exactly 21.5 or higher.
And how many
to be
games do you have to
considered an
like,
all-star.
win to be a star?
I don't think it's a certain amount of games you have to win. You just have to
So how do you
consistently
define what a
make the
star is?
playoffs.
I think
Consistently making
Hussein,
playoffs?
Hussein, it's weird to ask
there's-
that question
that's
because
also not
Oh,
fair.
a bunch of
It's-
players
let
that
me ask
There's a
this.
bunch of players on bad teams.
Let me ask this.
There's really good
That
players
too.
on bad teams.
Like,
Like you can't
game
just say, oh,
script, game script,
like what's
that's
Devin Booker?
terrible.
Devin Booker was a star when he was on the Dookie ass Suns,
Yeah, in fact.
averaging 20 fucking
I
five.
don't think he
shooting
turned
great.
into
He
a
turned into
star.
a star. He
I don't
was-
think he
he
was a
was
star
a
back
star
then.
back then.
Star.
He was a
Star.
star. He's just on a bad team.
It's
I don't
insane
think
that
so. I don't
Cade
think so.
Cunningham's
Is
a
LeBron,
franchise
like-
player and he's terrible.
If we go-
SJ is a really good player too, and he's on a bad team.
And he's gonna make
He's
all
not a
stars.
star. Is SJ not a star because he's on the Thunder?
But his sheer like stats are gonna help him this year.
Yeah.
If he
That's-
averages
yeah, but
30,
his
like,
stats don't really play a big factor.
but no, I think it's both. I think it's
Huge
both.
factor, in my
Results.
opinion.
I think results are the matter.
The thing is like there's a certain if you're averaging 35 points and you're on a bad team, sure, stats will matter. But it's like when you're getting into 25 versus 21, like that's when it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, then Bradley Beal should be a star in your definition.
I don't think so because the stats in that situation don't matter to
That's when
me.
he used to be a star. Just let it go. He's not a
No,
star
but
right
I'm
now.
talking about like
He averaged 30, but now
used
not
to.
anymore.
I'm
Like,
talking about
he
his
just-
career. He doesn't think
He's
throughout
not
his
a
career
career
he's not
all-star though.
a star.
He's not a career star. He's like
You
he's
could
like,
be-
he was like 2 seasons all-star.
Yeah.
That's it.
He hasn't.
And then
He had one
he
good year.
finished.
The
Hussein,
past
they went
5
like this.
seasons. Past 5 seasons.
He had like 2
Has he been a
seasons. Yeah,
star?
2 good.
No,
two,
no.
two
He
star
was
seasons.
hurt for most of that.
He had 2 star seasons. He had 2 star seasons.
He's not. He hasn't been a star. And the thing is, like people like if SGA doesn't do what he did this year, next year, like he goes back to averaging 21 points, no one's gonna say he's a star anymore.
This year he is.
Yeah. So I'm saying in the moment we can say SJ is a star.
Okay.
And maybe when Bradley Beal was averaging 35 on the worst team in the league, he was a star. Okay. But now he's not. Like we saw that it doesn't amount
for
to
his
much.
career, he's averaging 22, 4, and 4.
That's an all-star level player. Good for
Okay,
him.
but you're saying he's not though.
He's a 3-time all-star inconsistently throughout his career. That's an
Three-time
all-star level
All-Star,
player.
But he's averaging 23 last season, 31, 30, 25, 22,
You're going
23.
5 years in the
The
past.
two
Yeah,
good
so he's
seasons I
been a
told you
star
about.
for his career.
The 2 good seasons I told you about is when he's
2
star.
good seasons. He's had good seasons his whole career.
I'm talking about. Okay, you're saying 30 and the 24 are the same season. The 31 and 24 I'm picking the
31 and
team.
30. Yeah, you're gonna say those are exceptional seasons. Those
Okay,
aren't just
exactly.
good seasons.
If I'm gonna say the other one's 24, that's mid compared to his 31.
Mid, that's mid.
Compared to his
mid.
31. Let me
25 and
But you
20,
can't just
25
compare, like
is
just
a
because he did
mid-season.
better one
Compared
time
to
doesn't mean
31.
that
That's what
24
I'm
is something.
saying.
No,
that-
but he's been doing it for
But
a
yeah,
consistent
no,
5 years.
I'm agreeing with you. Like
He
just
went up and then down. Like what? Like what is there to say? He had 2 good seasons.
that doesn't
Okay,
mean he's
but
not a
he's-
star of the other seasons
yeah.
just because he averaged 30 at once.
He's not a star.
Dude, you know how hard it
When
is
he
to
averaged
average 30
24.
points for how many games did he play that
24
year?
is that's
Well,
not
I'm
something.
saying
That's
that
not
36
that's not like
But I'm
light
saying the
numbers. Though.
30. Yes, he was a
His
star.
team was ass,
I
but it's
agree.
still not light
But
numbers.
he's averaging 30. Putting up 30 points in an NBA game consistently is hard. When he's putting up 22 to 24,
That's
no.
hard, bro.
That's still hard.
No,
That's not hard.
but
Oh
not
my
31.
God.
You have to, dude.
But how many people average? That's
Tyler Hero's
that's
averaging 22,
a 4-point
23.
difference is a lot.
It is.
How many
He was
people
averaging-
average?
okay,
Okay,
he was
how
And
averaging-
Tyler Hero's not the main
How
man
many
on his
people-
team.
how many people right now averaging
2018,
24?
he was averaging 25. And you're
How-
telling me that's hard?
that's
In today's
solid.
NBA, 20 is okay. Like a lot of players can do that because
Yeah.
of how the offense is
Yeah,
played
But
right
how
now.
many people right now are averaging 24?
I can check that right now actually for you.
Probably like 30 players.
Let's see.
I wouldn't say it's the 30. 30 is a
That's at
lot.
least one player on every.
That's
20?
That's a lot.
24.
Of people, actually.
24. Oh, probably still 30.
I'm not taking.
I
it.
think
What was
over
your
like
question? How many people?
How many people are averaging over 24 points? Because it's still
24
not.
points?
it's already number.
Because it's not that easy. Like
I would say like off the top of my head.
24.
I said like 25, no?
Go up. It's round up. Go to
Phillies.
23.7.
Jokic.
18 players
Yeah,
are
Paul
averaging
George,
20.
23.7. Let's see how many
Okay,
players
exactly.
are playing.
So
Oh,
we were talking about-
24. Don't down. Don't.
and we were
there's-
talking.
There's 39 players averaging 20. Or if you want to round it, 41.
Okay.
41 averaging 20 this year.
Exactly. So like you can't just because Beal averaged 30 at one point doesn't mean we can scoff at him. Like I said, that's top 20 in the league. That's still a star.
No, when he was
When it
averaging
comes
30,
to-
it was only him.
Okay, let me
but
ask
I'm
you
saying,
this.
but I'm
Let me
saying,
ask you
just
this.
because he dropped off to 24 doesn't mean 24 is not star level
Yeah.
numbers. Because
Okay, let me ask you this.
That's
Anthony
mid now.
Simons. Anthony Simons
Need to do
averaging
more.
24 points. Is he a star?
Right now he's looking like one.
Right
now he's looking like one.
There's
Look
no
at him.
Lillard. Usage is higher. With
It looks
Lillard,
slick right now.
no, before. Lillard's missed a couple
If
games
Anthony
this year.
Simons,
And we're only
continued
25
averaging
games in.
24,
I think
yeah,
24 is mid.
But
If you're trying to be a star, 24 is mid.
Nah, dude, 24 is
It
not
is,
that mid.
it is.
No,
You
it's
gotta-
not.
But the thing
Like,
is,
just
you
top-
got to
it's top
look at
20
the
in
other
league
parts of his
scoring,
game, bro. Everybody up here does something else that's elite or very good at the very least. This guy, like somebody like Bradley
Threes,
Beal, Anthony
efficiency.
Simons,
But where
their
the-
whole game is
Where
scoring.
the
That's not
Blazers?
true.
Okay, but the
That's not true
Blazers
at all.
are in playoff.
He's
The
averaged.
Blazers are in
he
playoff
averages
contention, and
five,
Dame's been out. And who's been doing it?
yeah, and he can get rebounds too.
He's become a decent passer over the last few years, but his points have dropped off since he's
He
becoming a better
he
passer.
averaged 6 assists last year, and he's
When he-
averaging 5.4.
Yeah,
He
yeah, the
averaged
last
6
few-
and 5. That's above
the,
average.
The last few years, of course, he's gotten better as a playmaker, but also his points have dropped dramatically because he's taken on a
That's not
bigger
true,
role.
'cause he averaged what 4.7, 5 assists when he averaged 31.
4 is not that much, bro. Kobe
Five.
averaged 4
Five.
assists for his
5
career.
assists. basically.
Kobe averaged 5 assists for his career.
Okay, but Kobe's usage is ridiculous. It's not like you can't compare Kobe to Bradley Beal.
But you can. For these seasons when it was just him, why not? He was getting the ball. I'm sure the
Different.
usage was the same.
Well,
About
He's
the same.
played over half the games, by the way. He's only missed like 6.
We can check.
No,
I'm
I
sure
think
there's
he's played
advanced
14
stats.
games.
It's more than 6 for sure.
Okay, it's just like what, 10?
Yeah, probably.
That's a lot.
What year do you want to look
That's
at? What year do you want to look at?
That's enough. That's enough
For Bradley
like,
Beal, which
Anthony
year do you want to
Simons,
see his usage?
31.
The Blazers wouldn't even
20,
be anywhere
20.
near decent if he wasn't doing what he's doing right now.
Anthony, yeah. Exactly.
Like-
They have a
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
team,
but
he's
Anthony
leading
Simons,
them,
like he's been leading them
Yeah.
without Dame, and
I
they're
think-
still in playoff contention. They're better than teams with really good stars like the fucking Lakers. You know what I mean? Like, and they're the Blazers supporting cast isn't like super out of this world. You know, like so you got to give Anthony Simons credit where it's due. Like niggas averaging 24, putting them in the playoffs right now.
What you value as a star, or what you consider the definition.
I think we all have different definitions, to be
Yeah,
honest.
my
I think
definition.
we all have very
My
different
definition
definitions.
is different from what your guys.
He had a
have been saying, too.
34.1% usage in the year he averaged 31. That's a lot.
That's a
It is
lot.
high because obviously you're averaging 31.
Yeah, so I'm sure Kobe's was.
Because he's just chucking up shots on a dead team. This is like
What?
I don't-
Go to-
I
go
don't-
to-
I don't-
dude, he chucked up shots on a dead
2010
team.
stats.
It's a
2010
saturated
stats.
season.
No one was good on that thing.
Like it was a
His
saturated
career.
season. Who else is gonna do that?
Yeah, I mean that's about Kobe's career average for his
2010
usage percentage.
35.
Damn, oh,
We give Kobe. We give Kobe.
Played 82 games, played to on a 35%
We
usage
can just
rate.
we can just.
86.
38.
goddamn.
Kobe the champion,
That was the year he averaged
33.
506.
35. Yeah.
35.
Yeah.
And even then,
All
like
right,
scoring is
that's higher.
going up.
88% is crazy.
Yeah,
If you
38
take
is
inflation
ridiculous.
to
On
40,
80
Kobe
games,
got
too.
44
You
today.
don't see that today.
34.
Or Harden. I think
He's
Harden.
actually
Niggas
having
don't got that
65 points
dog
right
in
now.
Huh?
Niggas don't got that dog in them.
It would be
Everyone saying
Kobe's
about my
fourth
favorite
most
player,
highest
like, hell no.
usage.
If
If
If I was in
Bradley
the
Beal
NBA,
season.
I'd make it a point to try to play every game. Feel me? Like,
No, you wouldn't. They would tell you not to.
oh well, yeah.
Staff
but
and stuff.
You wouldn't play
Not
every
everyone's,
game.
I would.
coverage.
If I could, I would. Like, I'd be the
Nah,
type.
man.
I'm the type that if I can play, I will play.
That's important thing.
Something.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's no way he has.
I know
I
Macau
think
for
he
sure.
has-
has
some
it.
of
No
he has
way.
rest-
I think
rest
it's
some.
he almost.
He might be
had
an
the
all-star
same
this
injury.
season.
Played it.
They would start winning
Played with
games.
injury.
Let's
I'm
see.
pretty sure he
Look at his
played
stats.
every single
W.
I think Harden had a highest usage on 80 games.
It's probably an hour and a half, probably or hour 40.
It's probably not.
Really?
Oh my god, I didn't delete that.
That's one more.
Why do we always talk about Bradley Beal with you, bro? Like,
He thinks
Because
he's
we
better
gotta-
than we do.
That's in
We
like
got, yeah,
Bradley
we
Beal,
got.
that's why.
I want to know how
you're
you
trying
feel
to change my input on Bradley Beal, bro.
Every
Every
week.
week.
You're saying he's
Looks
not a
like he
star.
played
You're
every
saying
game.
he's a
Not
Unless he just didn't
anymore.
show.
I'm not
Anymore.
the biggest fan of
He's
Bradley
different.
Beal either, but
Every
it's just
single
like
game.
I give.
Omari, is he
I
a
give
star right
credit.
now? Right now we're talking.
No, hell no.
Okay.
No.
He's averaging like 22.
Stop, he's not a star, brother.
But he's hardly even like I'm not.
Bro,
saying
how you
he's not
gonna
the best player on
play?
his
How
team,
you
but-
not gonna play a star or
Okay,
Supermax, bro?
you're trying to convince me Emmanuel like, okay, the 31, the 30, and a 25-point per game season.
Like, for the past 5 seasons, he's been a star.
There's to have his career labeled as an all-star career. He isn't.
He's averaging 22.
No, it
44.
is an all-star, but he's not a superstar
No, of
He's
course
not
not.
an
No,
all-star.
hell no.
Of
hell
Or
no.
a
course not, of
star.
course not.
You're not
After
gonna-
career,
you're
after
not gonna-
prime,
you're
you've
not
only
gonna-
made 2 all-star games or 3. Like, dude, what?
Bro, it's all script. Like
It's
how
all script,
players are
okay.
playing. He has a bad
I'm
team for a
I'm
lot of
giving him the
years.
2 or 3 seasons that you want to give him, but other than that,
Correct.
22 is mid.
Game scripts. Game scripts.
22 is
Okay,
mid.
okay.
22 is mid.
Not like that.
He's averaging
like
less than
that.
Kylie Irving.
It's rigged.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
great.
It's the
Like,
Illuminati.
what, they
I'm saying,
preying on
like,
Bradley Beal's
There's a lot of
downfall, like,
narratives
what's
that
going
goes
on?
into
That
all-star.
nigga Devin, when we were as kids, he used to be like, "Oh, like the Illuminati wrote somebody family, like he had told him to throw the game." I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah. All right. I'll ask one more player. Do you think Jason Tatum can lead?
Stop. Yes.
Yeah,
He
I
literally
think it's
almost
a
did.
universal answer.
Last season, brother.
Even the
He
last
made the
season-
Eastern Conference.
even
The
the
reason
last-
why
last
4 out of 5
The
years.
reason why you could say no is because
It's because
he's losing.
choked. Yeah,
He's lost so many times.
He's young.
He's,
Yeah, I see
bro,
what
yeah,
you mean,
he's,
but
he's
I-
too young
but
to
still,
say
you gotta
that.
say
Like,
If he was the same age as Curry,
if Luka did what
He
he
was the
did,
same
we'd be
age
like,
as
"Oh,
Curry.
Luka, no question." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. So
Well, do you think Luka can lead a
Luka
team to
doesn't
the championship with
Yes.
the team that? Yeah.
if
with the
Luka
team he
had
has
a-
now, no.
Hell
But,
But in the future, yes.
like him as a
Luka's
player,
never
yeah.
jumped
You put Luka
No
on the
question.
Grizzlies instead of Ja right now, they win a ring.
Yeah,
facts.
I agree.
Well, you think Jaws are gonna win a ring? Can win a ring,
I
right?
think
Yeah,
I-
they're
I
both
think,
good.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything away from Ja.
So how many superstars do you really think
Yeah,
is in the
Lucas is
league?
better than Joe.
I would say, well, let's go back to the exactly so I can ballpark it.
That's
This
what I
is-
was saying. Like, there's like 20 all stars, but it's also like, do you define all stars by people who actually make it, or
All right,
people who?
let's
are
make a
not-
uni-
universal
all-star
list. Let's make a universal list. I'm gonna name players. If we all agree they're superstars, we'll count them as one. Luka Doncic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giannis,
Yeah.
Steph Curry,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum,
Yeah.
Yes.
Anthony Davis.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
He's an
a
MVP
superstar.
caliber player.
He
He's a
is.
superstar.
I say yes.
Especially-
Two-way threat.
Yeah.
It does that. It literally can give you 30 every night and like, come on.
As long
On
as he's
efficient
healthy,
shooting?
yeah, he's a superstar. It's not.
Come on.
Anyone who's an MVP
That health
conversation,
matters
they'll
though,
say yeah.
right? Health is take that into account. It's
So
superstar.
Embiid was a superstar all through his
No,
career.
but he's played a good amount of
superstar.
games.
Oh, Embiid is Embiid one.
Yeah,
Yes.
because of last
Okay,
year's season.
so we'll go with
But
six.
he would, but
for
people
sure.
still
Because
consider him a
he's not-
superstar.
he's
one
not
at a
anymore?
time, bro. One at a time.
They still considered him a superstar when he was hurt. He's still a
Not
superstar
true.
player.
Not
Yes,
true.
it is.
What did he
I'm
do
saying?
when he was hurt?
But it's like
He's not
they
on the
waited for him
bench.
to come back because they know he's a superstar.
No, he has superstar potential. Doesn't mean you're a superstar.
He was already putting
He
up
has
superstar
potential.
numbers in those times when he was healthy. I mean,
That's not
in
true
the,
at
in the
all.
little
He's
stints
only
that
put
he
up
was
superstar
healthy.
numbers the year they're number 1 seed with Doc Rivers, and then Bruce. When
Here,
he had
I'll
Bruce
ask you
was-
another question. This is good. In addition to the Anthony Davis one, is Kawhi a superstar?
Right now,
When he plays,
No.
yeah.
right
Yeah,
now,
is
no.
Kawhi
When he
superstar?
plays, like yes,
Sounds
when he
good.
plays.
So then we have to put Anthony Davis in that same.
He's
If
not
you
as
say
good
when
as
he
condition,
plays,
right?
You can't
yeah.
sit that
So
many
right
games
now-
and be as good as you used to be.
I mean,
So right
Kawhi
now,
has-
okay,
While you're
right now,
30
Anthony
something,
Davis
like-
is a super. Well,
Anthony Davis won.
so Kawhi, no then.
Anthony
It's
If I'm
either
going by
both
my
of them
logic.
no or both of them yes.
Yeah.
So
Both of them, yes.
which is
That's a good
fine. We're
question.
just
That's
trying
a
to
good
have a.
question.
But
I
it
think
depends.
both of them, yes, but I'm just saying right now, Kawhi's not as good as.
We
I
don't
don't
know
think
that.
so
We don't know
either.
that.
I agree
He's not
with him.
playing as
He
good.
hasn't
What do you-
pro-
It's a
he hasn't
fact.
proven it. He hasn't proven he's
He hasn't-
good.
Yeah,
He's
not
averaging
back.
like 11 points a
Kawhi's
game.
not back right now.
Maybe later in the season we'll see that.
But
he's
Kawhi
both
solidified
five,
though.
but
You
right
can't
now,
compare Kawhi's career to Anthony Davis's.
You can though.
You can't rings
Well,
wise, rings wise.
No, I don't think
ways
you can
when he-
compare
I
them.
I mean,
So
Anthony
don't think
Davis's
they're both
numbers are
superstars.
more consistent.
I feel like you're
I
forgetting.
mean, let's
like,
be real.
prime
That first
bro.
Kawhi ring, that wasn't like him.
Yeah,
that was
that-
him.
Spurs?
That was a team. That was actually a team. Well,
He had a good final
Didn't he have a
series,
little
but
bit
he's
more-
not the reason they got there. You know
Didn't
what
he
I
have
mean?
a little bit
He had
over
a
MVP
good team.
He didn't
over
lead them
10
to the
games?
finals. He just had a good series.
Like,
He had a good
close.
playoff run in general, but
I
like
think we're down.
he had a good playoff run, but it made me
Yeah,
mad
right.
after he
Why
won
not?
that ring. People were like, "Oh, he's the best in the world."
Bro, didn't he average like
Person in the-
17 points or something? Won a Finals MVP because he
I
clamped
never
Braun
said
up.
that.
Yeah, it-
Like, that's the
when he
only
was-
reason.
but he didn't even clamp Braun.
He's just not active. Like
If you clamp LeBron, you win a Finals MVP. Like that's literally straight. That's the only reason Iggy
that's
and Kawhi
narrative
have
award.
one.
Narrative
Have
award.
the
Give it
first
to
one
him.
at least.
Narrative
Well,
award.
Iggy shouldn't have won
Neither
that
of
one,
them
in my
niggas
opinion,
even
but-
clamped
For
him
sure.
either.
Iggy
It was
winning that
crazy.
was so freaking.
But Kawhi was the
Crazy
one of
fucking-
he was solidified as the best defender in the league at one point.
I think
Yeah, at one
if
point.
we're gonna talk about either what do you have to say right now or like their theoretical best position. Like, is he gonna be ready in playoffs? Is he like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, he just
Obviously
came
not
back.
right now,
He
yeah.
just
He's
came
coming
back from a
back from
freaking
ACL.
goddamn injury. Like he's
You gotta
not
wait.
he's not him right now. He said averaging 11 points. He's not like that. Like, come on.
I never like Kawhi.
But Kawhi in his like not in his peak, not injured. Yeah,
I think he's
superstar
having that Tracy McGrady type career where
Okay,
he's
are we
elite
saying-
he won-
first half.
Are we
He's
saying
already won
superstar?
the-
Are we saying superstar talent or super like?
You gotta tell me
Superstar
now or
player.
in their position when they're gonna like, when they need to perform.
Because if we're saying superstar player, you got to take into account like every factor: injuries, games played.
I'm saying when they need to perform
All-stars.
and they're healthy. Like this is a special
when they need to
scenario.
perform, they're healthy.
Is that the question you're
Yeah,
asking me, or
superstar
like
talent.
right now because Kawhi came back? I'm gonna say no because
Yeah, Kawhi when he won Finals MVP averaged 17.8 points, 6 rebounds,
How
2
many shots
assists.
did like LeBron take is the reason why?
That's what I'm saying. It's because he played good defense on LeBron James.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't carry this team to the finals.
He didn't. No, obviously, yeah. Tim Duncan was obviously the best player on that team, but he's an important part.
His
Averaging
Raptors
17 is important.
Like
factor.
at this point in his
Raptors
career, he
run,
wasn't
yeah,
even an
no,
all-star. I
no,
don't
no,
think.
His Raptors run, he was cooking, but it's
Yeah.
like
Team.
they also acted like one like.
But he was just
fucking-
saying we can't compare it to AD, and I'm saying like other than
No,
this
yeah,
finals,
yeah,
like they
I'm
both
saying
have like
that
one
argument.
championship where they're like the top player on the
80s
team.
numbers. 80s numbers.
When
have
has
been-
AD ever been a top
far
3
more
player in
consistent.
the NBA? Probably
Top three?
2020.
When he was the best.
What are you talking? When he was on the fucking, he was averaged
Like
30
he's-
points
in the bubble.
on the Pelicans. He averaged
Even on
30
the
points.
Pelicans,
Oh,
he almost
yeah.
won
He wasn't a
MVP.
top 3 player in
He
the league.
averaged
Runner-up
30
for-
points.
That year
in, like,
after-
wasn't a
15
top 3
fucking
player.
minutes.
Was I think
You can't
You're
average
gonna tell
30
me
and 15
LeBron
and
kept
say
you
you're not
so
a
he's
top
better
3
than
player.
LeBron, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry
Runner-up.
at the
I
time.
like Isaiah Thomas.
I mean, you average 30 and 15. What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Nah,
Was
because
he
he's
better
too
than-
young. I'm
okay,
not taking him
okay,
over
then
them
he's
niggas,
not
but
top
still,
three.
like,
But for
but
sure,
you can't just be like, nah, because
I think
like,
you're making an
I
argument.
say he's
on
not a
that.
you
top
see what he
3.
was doing. Okay, not top 3 in
No,
that year
what-
because all of them were in their fucking.
Or 5. He wasn't even
All of
top
them
5.
were like cooking. Like,
Five?
Harden was.
No, he
Harden
was
was at his
5.
peak. Harden was at his peak at
Well,
there.
nah.
So
no,
he was
that
top
year
5.
after the Lakers won the finals, a lot of people was putting AD in a top 5, 100%.
Oh, Lakers. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
after
was
that
talking
year.
about
But
when
I'm
he was on the
talking about-
Pelicans. though.
Oh,
But you can-
they,
when you on
they
the-
never did
No,
anything.
MVP level player.
but
He's
he
MVP
was an
level player. He's
MVP.
not top 5 though, because I can name you top 5 right now.
But
LeBron, Kevin Durant,
but like,
Kawhi
come on,
Leonard,
you
Stephen
average
Curry,
30
James
and
Harden.
15. It's like you're not an MVP level player.
He's an MVP level player.
Okay,
Never said he wasn't.
but come on, like
Superstars like
but
right
I'm
now,
saying
can he
he's
lead
been-
you?
he's been
Can he lead you to a
consistent.
championship? It's
If he's, healthy, if
superstar.
he's fully healthy, I think
so
80s,
too.
Yeah.
Dude, if AD's
But I'm-
giving
we
you
see them
70
right now,
games, you're
though.
gonna get in the playoffs.
80's
easily.
career, like 80's career
Yeah,
hasn't been
If he gives you 70
like,
games, we're getting
as
in the playoffs.
successful. But
What's that
numbers wise, he's
superstar?
been
You
consistent.
gotta define what a superstar
Even
is
the
like
last
as
2
a
weeks, the
whole.
Lakers game.
Bro, he'll average 30 and 12 on the Lakers.
When
like,
when
what
AD
do you
Yeah,
doesn't
but they don't
play,
win.
it's
They're
an
not winning,
automatic
though.
L for the
He
Lakers.
averages 70.
Huh?
If he plays 70
Can you
games,
call somebody a superstar if you're not winning games?
I'm saying when AD's healthy and wins, we're gonna win. That's
Yeah,
as
but you're
simple
not
as that.
winning, so is he a
Still
superstar?
superstar.
We won when he was healthy in the
Superstar
bubble.
talent.
He was healthy, we won.
Oh, you're talking about 2020?
You
Yeah, yeah.
think
He was a
healthy AD.
superstar
I'm saying
then.
healthy AD. Like a healthy AD wins you like
He's
wins.
healthy right now. Are they winning?
He just boys. Like,
Okay, well,
Just-
is Luka a
yeah, like-
superstar because they're not winning and he's healthy?
His stats are crazy, ridiculous though. Same with
So are
Anthony
AD's.
Davis.
So are AD's.
Yeah, AD was averaging 30 and
Last year,
15.
last
That's not
year,
nothing to
he
scoff at.
went to the Western Conference Finals.
He's gonna bring up
Anthony
Bradley
Davis.
Beal 20 fucking 19.
Anthony
30.
Davis went there
I never,
2 years
I never
before.
said he was. Bradley has never been a superstar in his career.
Okay.
I don't think you're making an argument out of nothing though. Both superstars.
I think they're both superstar talents, but
What was it?
superstar like you have to be in a position to lead your team to a championship.
Like, dude,
But
Kawhi-
that's it. That's all the players we named. We
It's
named
not.
6, maybe 8 players if you want to put Kawhi and AD in there. Who else is a superstar?
Ron,
Jokic.
obviously.
Jokic is a superstar.
Jokic.
Yeah,
So that's 9 players.
LeBron
And then
James.
is Zion a superstar?
No, not right now.
I consider Kyrie like borderline.
Kyrie could be borderline.
No.
I'd say borderline.
Superstar talent.
I
He's not
think
a
we
superstar
saw what
player.
happens when he
Kyrie's-
was the
Kyrie's
number
a
one
superstar.
option. It just
Yeah.
he's not
No,
that
he
good.
can't do it by himself, but that's why I call it.
All right, so
borderline.
you're not a superstar then. You can't do it by
You could be.
yourself.
You can have two superstars.
Nobody
on
can
a
do it
team.
by
Devin
himself.
Booker?
You can
I
have two
would-
superstars.
Superstar, but he's not number 2. He's a
Nobody
1.
can do it by yourself.
But
Yeah,
I'm
no one
saying
could do it
where
by
it's like-
himself. But I also don't
No, you
think he
can't
could
do it by
be the
yourself.
number 1 either.
Like,
Yeah,
you saw
I
his team
wouldn't
with
say
Kyrie,
that
had him by
disqualifies
himself. He's not
disqualifies him
doing
for
it.
being
Well,
a
I think Devin
superstar.
Booker's
Dirk did
better
it by
than
himself.
Kyrie Irving.
Is
Like
Devin
Kyrie
Booker a
was
superstar?
a superstar when he was with
Best
Bron,
shooting guard
right?
in the league.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's number one
superstar.
shooting guard. Yeah.
Was Kyrie not a superstar when he was with Bron?
He was.
Okay,
That's it too.
then why
That's why
can't
I
he?
said
He
yes.
was the number 2. Why can't
That's
he
why
be a
I
superstar
said
right
yes.
I mean,
now?
saying
Well,
he couldn't-
age,
you couldn't
games
use
played
argument.
now.
But I'm saying he's cooking. Like,
Is
if
John
not, if he
Morant?
cooks, he cooks.
Is John Morant a superstar?
Borderline.
I would say he's coming. He's
Ah,
He's
That's a-
transitioning.
that's a-
He's
I'll say
transitioning.
I think
yes
so.
and no.
I think
Because
Same, I agree.
he's still super young.
New age superstar.
Still super young.
he's on the come up.
New age
I
superstar.
think
You
he's like- I
you
think
gotta
he's
say
almost there.
now. You have to say now. Who are these players now that are leading their teams to a championship? Is a superstar.
Well, leading
Superstar talent is way different. We can say a lot of players have superstar talent.
They're
but
third.
we're-
don't even
Are
think
they
you can say
third?
that
They're
either.
third.
Based
right
on
now.
last
right.
year, yes.
But
That's why I'm
do you
saying
think he has
yes.
the talent too to do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, dude, his job.
So
yeah,
yeah,
I
you'd
think
say
yeah.
he's a superstar.
I say yes. I say
I
yes.
say yeah.
He has the talent
I
to
say
do it.
yes. I'll give him that.
Is
So
Trae
Zion,
Young?
would Zion be a superstar because he hasn't done it as long as he
Unfortunately,
actually-
no.
I'll say
Even
no.
though he averaged like 28 and 10 now.
He's such a liability on defense. We
Yeah.
have to hide him.
Yeah.
Well, there's
That is
players in the
very
past
good.
that have been liabilities on defense. That are
What about
superstars.
Zion?
I have a good one. I have a good one.
Say
So much on your offensive.
We already
play.
said
He's
no
a-
for
He's
Zion.
fine
Did we?
defensively.
One
Yeah.
pass-
Like James Harden in the past.
Well, I asked him.
What'd
Oh,
you say?
we went Zion. Yeah, I said no.
What about
He
Jimmy
hasn't played as
Butler?
many games yet. He
Jimmy
has-
Butler is Jimmy Butler superstar?
Yeah.
He plays better in
Yes.
the playoffs, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he can.
He
When
goes
it
in
matters
overdrive.
most, when it matters most, he
I
elevates.
think he is
you
as
know?
well.
He
But
shows up when you need him.
I know people that might not think that way, even though I think the finals run speaks for itself.
Yeah, like if you're taking, that's the main priority of an NBA team is to take him to the championship. If he's doing that and he's having mediocre regular
There's no way
season,
they're
then
going to beat the Lakers
he's
in the
superstar.
finals, but I'll give
Yeah.
him credit.
He put up a fight.
I think if you can get to the finals, like that's all teams want, just to
Yeah.
have a chance, at least
Super-
like some
superstar.
hope for it. Like if you see your team get to the finals, I think the fans feel like, oh, there's a chance we can get
So
back.
then how
here.
many superstars are really in the league?
We said like 10,
10,
right?
we, around
10
10.
to 12? What did we
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, around 10. It depends if we want to say
So
Kawhi
there's
and
10
AD.
players?
Is Paul
Injuries.
George a superstar?
No.
No.
Nah, star. Nah.
Bro,
Was he
I think
ever?
he used to be,
Has
yeah.
he done
Yeah.
anything in the playoffs
On the
before?
Pacers?
On the Pacers,
Multiple
he was
seasons
superstar,
on
yeah.
the Thunder.
The Suns?
Even on the Thunder,
On the
yeah.
Thunder, yes.
Against
No, but they
Thunder,
weren't
he
a
was
real,
really
like they
by
weren't a
himself.
regular.
Yeah.
They weren't gonna win anything, bro.
He's a superstar.
He was a superstar on the
He was
Thunder.
a-
What was the
top three
records?
in
Check the
MVP
record.
voting.
OKC.
He averaged 28 points that year.
You can be top 3 in MVP voting and still not be a superstar.
Was Isaiah Thomas a superstar when his
It should
MVP
be.
run?
Who was?
IT.
Yeah.
Paul George.
5'11", average
on
30.
OKC.
Thunder was a
Okay,
superstar.
see?
Oh yeah, he was third in MVP voting.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
was
he was a
MVP, that was
superstar,
MVP 13th year.
MVPG,
That was the narrative. I remember.
Here's the points.
That's the record with Paul George.
93 and 63. Well,
30 games above.
you got first rounded though. That superstar talent.
man.
Yes,
Oh, that's a series, but anything could happen.
Doesn't
I
matter.
just think his skill set's
LeBron
not
got first round. LeBron and AD got first rounded by the Suns. What?
Yeah, are they not superstars?
What do you mean?
Like-
skill set?
Like, what are we
Paul George is
talking
one of the
about?
best skill
That's,
sets in
that's
the
a
league.
LeBron's
definitely a
always been a
team
superstar,
situation.
though, like-
But he got first rounded.
About Anthony Davis.
And Anthony Davis was playing. He got first rounded in that series.
superstar.
Yeah, but I don't know if Anthony Davis is a superstar.
Yeah, bro.
I really don't think so right now.
I don't know. Like, you have some.
Is
If
RJ
garbage
Barrett a
takes on these
superstar?
things at least.
I don't know.
Must be like
No,
Bradley
you're
Beal
correct.
in his
I don't know how what he
prime.
did in the last 2
I have
weeks
a good
to not
one.
say he's not a superstar.
This is a
Yes, he's a
That's
superstar
not normal.
talent.
What he did in the last week is not normal. I hope you know.
You're not saying
fathom
you're
that.
not
Like,
saying the difference of what I'm saying. He's a superstar talent, but when you want to be a superstar in this league, you have to lead your team to a championship.
just
Like,
tell me who else has done what AD's done. Just
What
give
do
me
you
an
mean
answer.
lead your team to it? No, you don't.
yeah, that's what you have to do. Like,
Did Kyrie lead his team to a championship?
Did
When?
Luka lead his team
No,
to a
I'm asking you,
championship?
did
Oh, is Lillard
Kyrie?
a superstar?
Kyrie's not a superstar.
Did
though.
Tatum lead his
Didn't
team
he
to a
just say
championship?
Kyrie was a
Lillard.
superstar?
No, I never
No,
said
he
that. I
said
didn't
no.
say that.
Good.
Fringe
it was more
superstar?
like-
Is Lillard fringe
He's a superstar.
You think he is? Omari?
That means it's
I
like
forgot
three
to say Lillard. I
superstars.
just remembered him and clocked.
That's a good one.
No,
He
I don't
is.
think Lillard.
I
is
say
a superstar.
fringe.
Right now?
Because he can
Yeah,
average
fringe.
30. He's averaged 30 before.
There's
Like,
a lot of, okay,
with,
80's a French superstar to me.
He hasn't played enough games to say he's
I think
a superstar this
80
year.
dude, okay, but just tell me this.
In a
So,
finals.
wait,
I just want to know this. Can,
What do you
can you
mean?
tell
He's
me
been in
anyone in the
the
NBA who's
league for
done
10
what
years.
AD's done in that 2
I'm
week
just saying,
stretch?
like, they're talking about like
Like
right
recently.
now. Like,
He has the talent. He's
That's
superstar
what-
talent.
what he did is
Davis a superstar,
ridiculous.
like,
Okay, yeah, he has the
Yeah,
talent to be a
that's what I
superstar.
think.
He has
It's not
fair
fair to
But
say
he's
because
not
he didn't
doing
play
that, and
because
I'm
he's
not
a little
doing
hurt right
that.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
Putting up
I'm
30.
not gonna say nothing until he plays some games.
Hussain,
I
think that's disrespectful to
AD in the
Damian
last 10
Lillard.
weeks did like
Davis
unprecedented
team.
like the numbers.
I mean,
Unprecedented.
it goes like in
Anyone-
every-
So you're saying Joel Embiid doesn't have the like
No,
he's
no,
not
no,
capable
no.
of
I'm
doing
saying
it.
if you're calling Joel Embiid a superstar, like outright, you gotta call AD a superstar because what he's already
No, but I
done.
think Joel Embiid could lead a team to a championship.
But AD has done that.
I don't think so.
AD has a ring,
AD
bro.
has
He
done
has
that.
LeBron.
Okay,
Like,
and-
incredible
and-
LeBron. This is like
and-
really good LeBron.
And
really good LeBron.
and what else?
So if you didn't have him, he's not winning anything. 'Cause we
Okay,
know it's probably-
Joel Embiid without Harden is not going to
No
win
one wins the
anything.
championship alone.
I think he can. That's
No,
my
he
point.
can't. With who?
With-
You
without
think if the
Harden-
Sixers
Harden-
don't have Harden right now, they can win a championship still? Just
No,
no,
right now.
Can't
Harden.
even get past
Yeah,
the second
so
round. Ever.
But they have
Maxine.
Harden though. So.
he had Jimmy Butler, he had Ben Simmons,
There-
Tobias Harris, JJ Redick.
They got a good team.
That team should.
Solid
That
team.
team,
Alright,
team
then.
was like should have been a heavy favorite, dude.
Yeah.
With the
That
Jimmy
team was
Butler lineup.
Yeah, that team was
team's
insane.
stacked. That team's
Don't be
stacked.
don't be French superstar then. From
No,
your
he's a
point.
super.
No, he's
that's
just a
your-
superstar.
that's your-
Superstar
that's your own
talent. Yeah,
definition
superstar
of making
talent.
You think that
You
was-
said
No, I'm
Joel's
not.
an automatic
Okay, this
superstar,
is
and
what-
then I'm bringing up
This is what I mean by a
like,
superstar. Finally, so superstar talent is when you have the talent to be a superstar, and a superstar solidified is when you have the Like you can lead a team to
fuck this
championship.
guy
Can you repeat
talking
that?
I
I
don't
just got lost in the
I don't think
Hello?
why you need
Alright,
to separate
So
the two.
because you're not a superstar in this league if you're not doing anything.
According
You
to
think AD's done nothing?
When like further
AD has
teams
a
to
ring
championship.
and he's putting up
Yeah, but he
numbers.
played with. Who was he the best player
Why
on
do you
that
keep saying
team?
put up LeBron?
Was he the best-
Yes, actually, I do think
I don't
AD
think
was
he
the best
was.
player on the
He's an
championship
MVP
team.
caliber
He's
player.
He's MVP caliber player.
Huh?
He's an MVP caliber player.
Yeah, caliber. Keyword. Yes, I believe
He's
that's.
And he
seventh in
played with
MVP
another
voting.
MVP caliber, and they won a ring. Doesn't take anything.
But he wasn't the best player on that team though.
Here. If Luka plays with Jason Tatum and Luka wins Finals MVP, is Jason Tatum not a
No, he's not,
superstar?
bro. He's not. Get him home. Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
it's
He's not.
because he's yeah.
Kobe bad because Shaq was on his team.
Yes, is Kobe not a superstar when Shaq won those finals?
When Kobe's averaging like 28 and Shaq's averaging like 33. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
See.
Oh, Kobe.
You're
me
taking
think.
away from these players for no reason.
What did Anthony Davis average? The
I
finals
think he
play
averaged
for?
more than
30.
80.
He averaged 30.
Through the
He averaged-
playoffs entirely, I
Yeah.
think he averaged more than Bron. I
I
don't
think
know about in the
No, he
finals,
did average more.
Okay, yeah,
but
so that
in
means-
the playoffs,
Points, yeah,
I
but
would
Bron
say
was
30 and
averaging
12.
like his.
All right, so that means he was a superstar that year.
Bron
I can say
average
that.
is fucking like
30 and
20, whatever,
12.
8 and
I
8,
can say
whatever.
he's a superstar that year.
And
He was.
25, 10, 3. How many blocks?
25, 10, and 10.
He
How
can
many
do this
blocks?
again on the Lakers when he's healthy.
Easily.
3, 4,
He's
3,
shown you.
2.
2 blocks a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Dog
I think
dropped
he averaged
44
like
against
28
Giannis. So we're not
in
gonna
the finals at least.
Like,
No,
yeah.
I can say.
And the full Pistons on that team.
I
The
can say
If we
he's a
take
superstar.
playoffs
that
as
year.
a whole, I think AD
That
has
fair?
more.
But regardless,
He's
like,
playing
2020.
superstar numbers right now.
Yeah, so he's superstar talent.
He hasn't dripped off.
Hussein, you're getting him
So-
superstar status
But
then,
look
but
at
right
his
now,
record. Look at his record.
Because he's
What is it?
hurt.
What is it competing to? You guys want to talk about how Bradley Beal averaged 31 and he wasn't great,
Bradley Beal's
right?
not Anthony Davis. Don't even put this in the same
No, I'm
sentence
just
to me
using
right
it
now.
as a
Stop bringing him up.
example.
Stop bringing the Bradley Beal,
example.
please.
He's
I
not
would
gonna
say-
leave.
What has
Leave
Bradley
him
Beal done
alone.
in the playoffs compared to him?
He probably didn't touch playoffs. He hasn't sniffed it. Oh, John Wall. Ooh.
Sorry?
John Wall was
What has
carrying
Bradley
him.
Beal done in the playoffs
He's
compared
not a
to Anthony
superstar.
Davis?
He's not a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. But you're trying to.
I said in that year that Anthony
validate
Davis
that.
in 2020 he was a superstar
that's the
because
thing.
of what he did.
And he still is a superstar.
They actually averaged
25,
pretty much
10,
the
and
same
7.
amount of
Jesus
points.
Christ.
No, it wasn't the same. Oh.
2019,
You have
2020.
to- yeah.
All right, that year
I'm
Anthony
about to
Davis
say
was
it's
a
the same.
superstar.
I don't know what makes.
Yeah, he averaged more in the
this year
finals.
he's
Yeah.
insane.
But check the
That's
whole
carry-
playoffs. I think
that's
it's
top
it's
tier
still
number.
higher.
It's not
That's like
fair.
that.
Don't say that
That's
word.
Top
to
tier
me.
That's a
number.
very good
He took it back.
performance.
He knows
Top
his
tier
short. He's
numbers.
goading me.
What's
He knew what he
LeBron
was
saying?
saying.
Without this,
Just
they're
because,
finished.
but just because you have LeBron
They
James
didn't
doesn't
have
mean you're not a
AD, they can
superstar.
You know what he
win
just
without
said?
LeBron.
He just said, without LeBron, they're finished. No,
No.
bro.
With AD,
Finals.
without AD, they're finished
No,
too.
I don't believe
Dog, he's
that.
a
Yes.
Against the Heat, I don't believe that against the Heat, bro.
Bro, but they're not even getting there without
Bro
AD.
said
Yeah,
without
obviously
30,
they're worse
12, and
than-
9, they're finished. Bro, this is
Oh, you
what?
think they're a worse team than the Heat without Anthony Davis?
Omari, without LeBron.
Anthony Davis is worse than the Heat.
I don't think so. I think LeBron would have
It is.
LeBron would
It
have
is.
to
I
average
think
40.
LeBron would have.
Yeah, yeah,
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do
yeah.
it. I've seen him do it.
He's 37 though. He
But
was
he had to-
37.
Listen,
He
Not
was
at his
37.
age, not
He was
at his
30,
age.
36.
He's 36.
He was 35 there. I
He
think.
can't keep
He's
getting
having
away with
30
this.
and 11, 30 and 12.
Yeah, 30,
30,
12, and 9.
9.
Yeah, we
that's
won in
facts.
That's
6.
ridiculous.
So you're saying without AD, he's gonna have to average like 45. He averaged
It'd be a
30.
different makeup of
He
the
averaged
team.
30
I
and
don't know why
12,
you're
and we
taking-
won
I
in
don't know-
6
I don't know why you
games.
think you have to take away from AD. Like
I'm not taking
he
away
is a
from him. I
superstar
said he
now.
was a superstar in the series too. In
And
2020.
Right now, he's a
Today.
superstar right now.
The only thing
Oh
that's
not
my
winning
god.
games.
Oh
They're
my,
not
he
winning
thinks he's not a superstar. That's he actually
But that
believes
has
this.
nothing to do with AD. We're
The
playing
team
with a
is-
bunch
the
of
team
G
is
League
bad.
No, he
players.
thinks right now AD's not a superstar. Like he's
Maybe
thinking this
we-
right now.
maybe we should leave
So
it
that means
to talent.
Luka shouldn't be a superstar
Because
either.
I think
thinks
the
this.
upper echelon players, like superstars, should be like an upper echelon.
Dog,
Bro, but
he-
Luka's not a superstar then.
Golden
But
type
Hussein,
thing.
If AD's not a superstar, neither is Luka, based on your definition of not winning
I
games.
think you're
Hudson,
taking
Luka's
Hudson.
13 and 13.
Listen, by the way, all the offense
That's
AD's
2 games, 3 games better than
Wait,
Lakers.
think we should leave it to the
Bez,
comments.
all the offense AD's doing
We're
right now
arguing
on
about whether
efficiency
AD's a
and the
superstar now.
defense,
It's
like, and all the
ridiculous.
defense he
We should
provides.
leave
He's
it to
probably
the
first
comments.
and
10 and
second
15.
best.
They're 10 and 15.
He's the
Hussein
first
Brandon's
or
gonna agree with
second
himself.
best. What's it
We're
called?
gonna make a
Two-way player in the
TikTok
league.
out of this one.
I said, okay, look at the offense AD's putting up right now, right? What he's doing, 28 or 29 and like 12. So add the defense to that. Add the best two-way, like either one or
Hey,
two.
superstar talent.
Why are you thinking about talent? He's a superstar.
Because he has the talent to be a superstar, but he's not winning games,
How
so
can
he
you be a
can't be a
superstar
superstar.
talent but not be a
He's not
superstar?
winning.
So
They're
Luka,
not winning.
Luka,
How can you be a superstar as the 13th seed?
Okay,
He's
that-
10th.
That doesn't change.
And he's 13 and 13. 13,
Okay,
he's
so what is Anthony
500.
Lewis doing?
At the end
to
of the
make team
season,
lose?
at the end of the season, if he's at the end of the season, if he's 13th seed,
No, you're saying like
Dog.
because
okay, that doesn't matter.
So
I've seen
Bol Bol has
doesn't matter.
superstar
That doesn't
talent,
matter.
but he's not a
That doesn't matter because
superstar.
I've seen LeBron James.
Teams are not winning.
That doesn't matter. I've seen LeBron James make the finals with a
I'm
booty
gonna-
team, bro.
I'm
Like I've seen him
hearing
do it.
I'm coming with my AD jersey
Okay,
next
but
week. You better
not
not
everyone's-
get
You have to
out
be
nine
winning.
comments
You have to be
flowing
winning.
off
No
your-
one else is
superstar.
doing that though.
Terrible.
How are you gonna give somebody that upper echelon after not winning
You
games?
can't just be like, if you can't do what LeBron do,
Well,
he's not a
context.
superstar. Like,
Huh?
Yeah, what
no
the
one else
fuck?
gonna
That's
do
the
LeBron
that's the
does.
worst bar
Sorry?
to have.
Context, man.
I said you can't like I love comparing
It's
shit to
an
LeBron,
example.
but you can't say like
Use a
if you
different
can't
player.
do LeBron shit, then you're not a
Let me
superstar.
think.
Like,
Hussain, player that carried us
Hussain,
into
according to
championship?
who do you think right now is better, Embiid or AD right now? Playing right now. Take
Right
the
now,
record.
Anthony
Take the-
Davis is probably the best player right now in the league.
Okay.
Besides, like, behind Giannis.
Okay, then why were you so quick to give Embiid superstar? And then when I brought up stats,
I retracted.
and then you started adding the word talent. Why are you so?
What does
quick?
that even mean, bro?
Like, they have
why
a
you so
talent to be a
That
superstar,
definition
but they're
you
not a
just made
superstar.
But what player in the NBA is a superstar talent but has never been a superstar at any point in their career?
It's a
You can't
definition
name me
you just
one
made up.
player that
Say
has
it again, sorry.
that has superstar talent but will never be a superstar or has never been a superstar.
Bradley
Either
Beal.
That was the
He averaged
best.
31.
walking
That's
up.
superstar talent.
he's the only. You're telling me he's the only player.
No, that's
I
one
can't-
example. I can name others.
He's
the
not a
Bradley-
superstar talent.
It's the Bradley Beal
Yes,
sponsored
talent.
episode.
You're
Okay,
making up this
Bull's the superstar talent.
I've never
Yeah,
heard this
okay,
term
that's
before
what
right
it
now.
Talent, bro.
Yeah,
we are
talent.
I'm joking. Bobo can't be a superstar.
Yeah,
Bro,
like,
superstar
Alright.
talent.
being obtuse for no reason.
We can end it there.
You know, dude.
All right, we'll end it with this for me.
Be a purpose.
For me, I think superstar talent is you can be a superstar, but you have the. Let me take that back. Let me.
He doesn't know what he thinks.
Just see me laughing in the corner.
Superstar talent is that
Make this
you
up
can
today,
put up
bro.
you can put up a lot of stats and not win. A superstar is a winner who's putting up those type of stats.
Bro, let the intrusive thoughts
Get
win.
that?
What's Luka's record right now?
13-13.
So he's at 500.
So
He's a
Luka
superstar.
slips up and loses 2 games tomorrow. Or
He loses. He takes the card.
He's done. He's out. He's out.
No more
He's
superstar.
Obviously, we're talking about like
No more
full
superstar.
seasons though.
It
We're
doesn't
talking about a
matter.
full
It
season.
doesn't
He
take
said
away
you're
from
done.
the player.
So 2 games,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
gone.
It does. Winning matters. Winning's
writing his name in
the
the
most
death
important
note.
thing in basketball.
Okay,
What was KD's record
Winning's
last
the most
year?
important thing in
Anthony
basketball.
Davis can put up 20 points, 20
negative.
rebounds, and still lose. But you say that takes away from him?
No, it doesn't.
But that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what you're arguing.
Superstar
I'm not.
talent, but not a superstar. It doesn't make any sense.
Does it? You're saying
It
20?
doesn't, you're right.
It does. It does.
It doesn't make any
He
sense.
does.
What are you
doesn't.
asking me? What are you
I
asking
don't know.
me?
I don't know what
I'm
the hell's
not
going on
asking-
I'm
anymore.
asking you. I'm putting
I
this
lost the
up.
argument. I don't know what
You're
to say.
saying he can't be called a superstar because he's not winning games.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Exactly
But
why.
I'm
That's my
saying
main
if he's
point.
putting up 20 points, 20 rebounds, he's doing all he can to win, but his team is bad. That
Okay.
doesn't take away from him as an individual. That's what I'm saying.
It does because he's not winning, and the most important thing in basketball is winning
What more
basketball
can
games.
he do as an individual to win?
Sound like a
Win
Jordan.
games or leave the team. Leave the
That doesn't
team.
take away from him.
What can he do to win? Win.
Leave. Yeah.
Hello?
Leave.
It's
Leave the team.
You
Leave the
sound
team.
like a Jordan
Leave
statement.
the team.
It's not his fault. It's like,
Okay, if it's not his fault, then the organization's done wrong by you to leave.
He's being satirical right now. He has to.
I'm not.
He's
You're
still a
serious?
superstar. Like, this
I
superstar
got
level
his
talent
ass. I got his ass. Listen,
Bro,
listen. It's over for this guy.
Alright.
It's over for this
Alright.
guy.
He said
Listen,
it's over. I'm about to end this man's
you guys,
whole
you
career.
guys remember when the Warriors missed the playoffs? Who was on that team?
A man by the name of Steph Chef.
So he's not a
now?
super.
superstar. So
now?
excuse, tell me
That
about
year,
that.
no.
They missed a play-in. They
Yeah.
lost 2 play-in games.
Was he averaging 30 plus?
Huh?
Wasn't he averaging 30 plus that year?
Okay, empty stats.
Damn.
So he's not a superstar though.
That year he wasn't.
He didn't
What
make
about
the
year?
playoffs.
No,
You
no,
don't-
no, no.
Bro, give my mic, bro. Take my mic out,
No, he
bro.
wasn't.
Take my mic out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
2019 Bron
I'm
not a
using this as a
superstar.
nuisance.
Bro, it's like Curry.
2019
averaging 30 was
Bron,
not
not
a
a superstar.
superstar. I can't.
Well,
The
I mean,
only
but it's
unanimous
kind of different.
MVP
Oh,
ever.
yeah, that's why. It's kind of different because he has past
glad you're here for
experience,
this,
past
bro.
This
history.
is such a terrible take.
So AD has past history of being
He
a
has one ring
superstar,
though. That's it. What is he? What else
That's
has he
it.
done?
but it's past history. So Steph
How
Curry
many
has past
franchises have a
history.
ring?
Harden has no ring. Harden
He has
has
more
no
ring. He has more playoff appearances in the last 3 years than the Kings have in the last 20.
And he's all been first rounded.
The Kings haven't made it
Okay,
into
who
the
we're
first
talking about
round.
the Kings? That's a superstar though. That's an invalid point.
I'm not saying the Kings is a superstar,
Alright,
but I'm
can't use it as
saying
a-
Winning,
You can't say only
winning.
one. Only say you can't say only winning one
Okay,
chip.
that
Like,
year.
winning one chip is not that
Well,
easy.
well,
We've been
when he was
spoiled
the best player on the
been
Pelicans, he got
spoiled
them
by
further
these-
than other franchises
Okay.
have ever been. Like,
by these
Okay, I'll
legacy
say
teams
Curry was
have
a superstar
spoiled
that
us.
year because of what he's done in the past to solidify him as a superstar status.
Now you're
Just
just-
like LeBron is a superstar now because of what he's done for his career.
But AD is not a superstar because he's playing better than he was in the bubble.
What
He's losing.
has AD done besides the bubble? Please tell me.
Right now, he's putting up.
Right now.
No.
All I see is 10 and 15.
dude, pull up the
4 and 9,
Pelicans.
5
Pull
and
up the
5.
Pelicans. Pull up the Pelicans. Pull up the
We're only-
Pelicans stats.
You gotta finish the season
ignoring-
first.
you're
You gotta
ignoring
finish the season.
context.
Pull up the Pelicans
If
stats.
Magic
You're
beat the
saying-
Lakers, if the Lakers make it to
You're also
six-
saying-
hold up. If the Lakers make it to 16, he's a superstar. All right.
So
You gotta finish.
That's your
what
basic.
about the players?
Winning.
That's
Winning is the
Why?
most important.
He kinda-
Winning
he
is the
kinda
most
superstar.
important thing in basketball. If you're not winning
There's
games,
no
but
superstar
you can
here.
be a superstar.
It's a team game.
there's
It's
no
not
superstar
Anthony
here.
Davis.
Oh, I didn't see
One
the
on one.
superstar line.
Oh, the superstar line.
So the
Superstar
superstar.
line. Superstar
You
line.
gotta be winning
Curry's not a
games. bro.
superstar. Curry's not a
Nice.
superstar.
Yeah.
14 and
He's not the
13.
7th seed. I
We're not even.
Oh my God, he's not the 8th seed,
We haven't
bro.
finished the season yet. We haven't finished the season.
Oh,
But
okay.
Hussain,
So he
when
gets
you-
his card back when he's
Finish the season. It's not. It hasn't
But
been 82
Hussain,
games
you're
yet.
saying you're completely like okay. We're what, 20 games in, right?
Jimmy's
All right, so I
actually
guess
No,
it
no,
can be
no,
a
no.
superstar
We're
since we're not
25 games
finishing the
in.
game. We
You
haven't
are
finished the
giving
game yet.
superstar. You're giving superstar cards to
He
everybody.
he
But
100.
yeah.
AD's played the
I
best
can't
in
say
that
that.
stretch, and you're saying he's not.
That's fair.
No, he
That's
said he
fair.
was.
So
That's fair.
if you're
Earlier
giving
he
other
said he
people
was.
superstar
So
for,
yeah,
That's what I
80's a
guarantee he
superstar right
changed.
now because we
Guarantee
haven't
he
finished the
changed.
season.
I got him.
All right, 80's a superstar right now.
He
We
agreed.
haven't finished the season.
Thank
35 games in. Since everything can like fluctuate, and what he's playing right now is a superstar.
Is
All right?
Jimmy Butler superstar?
Yes.
Okay, but he doesn't make the superstar line.
He lost the superstar.
No,
Oh,
but-
he's under the line.
He's under the line
You
though.
can't base
Hassan.
superstardom this year because we haven't finished the season.
What are you talking about? Yes, we can. You're just being stupid.
No, I'm not. Bro,
You
if you're,
can
if
say-
you're actually listening to
Bro,
my point,
it's
then it's a
okay to
valid
say
point.
AD's a
There's no
superstar
point.
even
Here's
though
the
the
point.
team's
Okay, so-
bad. Like,
so
it
what's my
doesn't make
argument
you
this
a
whole time?
dick rider.
I'm saying that like people are considered superstars if they win, and only if they win.
Yes, that's because why?
You can have a down year
Why?
though
What do you mean? Why?
and still be a superstar. Like you have to be winning year and year
LeBron
and year and year.
got first
Yeah,
round, and
that's how
LeBron
you're a
he's not a superstar.
Huh?
LeBron got first round. LeBron got no playoff appearance. He's trash.
When?
That's what I told
Last
him.
year.
Last
saying
year he
his
wasn't a
past
And then the year
superstar.
before that, he
His
got
past
first round.
history already solidifies him as a superstar, right?
But according
Like
to
a declining superstar.
you said
Declining superstar.
the line. You said the line, the superstar line.
Okay, how
You
much
have to have a certain
history
amount of
qualifies as good enough history for you?
Superstar?
Yeah, how much history is good enough? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years?
So like Lillard, PG, all the fringe.
I'm
under.
just gonna say this right now. To me,
Yeah,
a
like 3-4
superstar,
years.
like a definition of a superstar, is being a person capable of being the best player on a championship team.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Anthony
and
Davis
he's
is capable of being the best player on a
Yes.
championship team. That makes him a superstar. It doesn't
Facts.
matter what his record is. It doesn't because that's context of the team.
But we have to,
Team's bad.
okay, but the only thing I can see is what happens at the end of the day of someone's career, right?
And AD's
And
the winner.
He's proven. He's
And
proven.
AD's the winner.
He won a
Yes.
championship.
And he
Yes, he's
One
proven.
championship's the winner now?
And he could have.
Yes,
And he could have got MVP. And he
Huh?
could have got MVP.
No, he couldn't have. That was a
How?
problem.
Dude, he
just
could've
compared
been.
the stats.
It's not always
We
about
didn't
stats.
Oh, okay, now it's not always
We're
about
going
stats.
circles. We're going
Calm
circles.
down,
We're
calm
going in
down,
circles.
calm
We're
down,
going in
calm
circles.
down, calm
Look
down.
at Kawhi.
Yeah,
What did
we saw
Kawhi
what
do
he
in that
did.
time? Look at Andre Iguodala. What?
We're
Like
going in
you're telling me
circles.
Curry, like, dude, it's not all. It's also like narrative based.
All right, and LeBron. He
Okay,
had
how
better
many
stats
how
and
many
better
players in
narrative.
NBA history were superstars and never won a ring?
A lot.
Exactly. So why are you saying that Anthony Davis has one and it's still not enough? That doesn't make any sense. If there used to be players in the NBA that were superstars that never won, guys like Patrick Ewing,
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, Steve Nash.
Name a few.
That's true, but they've
Chris
been
Paul.
winning. Okay, but they've won regular season. Like they were winning in the regular season, though. Regular season matters. Regular season.
But
But
record
Anthony
matters.
Davis wins in the regular season.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
How many seasons has he? He hasn't
Tracy
finished top three
McGrady also
besides the
number one.
Lakers.
Tracy
One year
McGrady.
in the Lakers.
That's
That's the only time he's been top three.
Him,
That's
he's
the only time he's been top
consistent.
three.
Him and the Pelicans
But
consistently
I
made it to
I
the
don't see-
playoffs.
I can't see it like
With that,
if
yeah,
or
he was
what.
willing them there.
Are you a
too.
hater?
No, I'm not.
He's
Are you
willing
Yeah,
them
they
there
were a
except
low
for, like,
seed, but
what's
they
it
were a
like,
playoff
yeah.
team. They were
Sometimes.
consistently
There was
playoff
only one.
team.
There was only like 1 year where them nigga had actually.
All I
good
see at the
team.
end of the day is someone's career
waved
and someone's
Dame off.
stats. Those players that you mentioned that haven't won a ring.
What just happened?
Alright.
Went out.
No, he's a superstar. Don't say the word at the year. Don't say the word talent.
1 year.
No, he's a winner. And he's
No, he's
and look what
not.
he's doing now.
He's won 1 year.
You're saying
You
someone
can't
who's
say
won is
he's
not a
winner.
winner.
He won 1 year.
He's a winner.
Have you had your mic on?
Yeah.
He's a winner. He's won. Therefore, he's a winner. AD. He's the winner. Therefore, he won. Therefore, he's a winner.
That's not how it works.
He won.
What do you mean that's not how it works?
You only won one
Definition of
season.
winning.
All right, let's end this,
That's a-
bro.
That's a
I'm not
textbook
going on this.
definition,
All
brother.
right, we'll get this argument's going way too long. We argued off camera too, so y'all probably see a hard cut because it got way too. Let us know. Oh, I didn't say anything right there. Yeah, my mic was muted. That's it for the podcast. You let us know what you think. What do you guys think is a superstar player? What do you guys think is a star player? What do you guys think is a role player? Let us know your definitions in the comment section below because we don't know either. So thanks for watching.
We need all the help we can get.
Drop a like, hit the sub button, share this with your aunties. Thank you. Ball don't lie.